In the girls' 3,200 meter run, we have schools being represented. Progreso, Weslaco, Donna North, Weslaco East, Donna. At this time, boys 3,200 meters, please report to the tent for your numbers. Boys 3,200 meter runners, please report to the tent for your check-in numbers. Halfway through the race, it looks like it's Progreso, Weslaco. Boys, 3,200 meter runners, if you have not done so yet, please report to the tent for your numbers. Halfway through, you got Progreso, Westlaco, down and north, Westlaco. Followed by East. At this time, all boys, 3,200 meter runners, all 3,200 meter runners, please report to the starting area. Boys, 3,200 meter runners, please report to the starting area. With 2 laps to go, you got Progreso, Westlaco, and down and north. Final lap. All boy 3,200 meter runners, please report. All boy 3,200 meter runners, please report. Here they come down the final stretch. Let's give these young ladies a big hand. Looks like it's going Progreso. Westlaco. Westlaco. We have a race right here. Down to north, down to north. East. East and down. Up next, the boys 3,200 meter run. In the boys' 3,200 meter run, the Jimmy Platt Mid-Valley Classic record was set back in 2001 with a time of 9:39 by Hector Gandara from Mission High School. In the boys' 3,200 meter runners, we have athletes representing the schools: Mercedes, Progreso, Harlingen, Westlaco, Ed Calchelsa, Donna North, and Donna High in Harlingen South. And they're off. As a reminder, the presentation of awards for the field events, the 3,200 meter run, and the 3,200 meter relay will be at 3:30. Halfway through the race, looks like we're going to have a good race on our hands here. Halfway through, we have Progreso, Mercedes, Harlingen. I'm sorry, Harlingen, Mercedes, Harlingen, Progreso, Ed Calchelsa, Mercedes, and Westlaco in the pack, in the front of the pack. Leading into the final lap, we have Mercedes, Harlingen, Progreso, Harlingen, Ed Calchelsa, and Westlaco. Mercedes leading the pack. Into the final turn. This might be a meet record of 9:39. Here it comes. Let's give these young men a big round of applause. Meet record of 9:39. He got it. Congratulations, Mercedes. Unofficially. After this race, we will continue with the 3,200 meter relay at 1:30. And they're off. Coach Stroman, please report to the starting area. Coach Stroman, please report to the starting area.
Hey, good job, Des.
At this time, all boys, 4x 100 meter relay, start reporting to the starting area. All boys, start reporting. Going into the final laps, looks like it's Westlaco. Final leg, east.
Let's go, Nat! Let's go, Nat!
Here they come. Final stretch. Let's give these young ladies a big round of applause. Westlaco High, followed by East. And at the completion of the race, it looks like it's Westlaco, followed by Westlaco East and Ed Chelsea. For the boys 4x100 meter relay, we have a track meet record of 8 minutes and 13 seconds set back in 2017 by Westlaco East. We are ready, Mr. Starter. Now, in the previous race, in the girls 4x800 meter relay, the previous record was established in 2017 with a time of 10 minutes, 13.17 seconds by Westlaco High School. All right. Now for the Jimmy Platt Mid-Valley Classic in the girls 4x800 meter relay. The previous record was established in 2017 with a time of 10:13:17 by Westlaco High School. In today's meet, we have a new Jimmy Platt Invitational record for the girls 4x800 meter relay with a time of 10:03.63. A whole 10 seconds faster. Congratulations, girls. The girls that make up this 4x800 meter relay: Victoria Nguyen, Destiny Longoria, Natalie Garcia, and Aaliyah Garza. Congratulations, girls. Correction, the girls are Victoria Nguyen, Destiny Longoria, Natalie Garcia, and Savannah Mendez. Congratulations, girls. Here they come, final turn. We've got a race on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Mercedes, Ed Calchelsa, Harlingen South. East. Mercedes, Ed Couch, East, Harlingen South. Coaches, we will have the presentation of awards for the field events, the 3,200 meter run and the 3,200 meter relay at 3:30. I want to welcome everybody once again on this beautiful Friday evening. Welcome to Bobby Lackey Stadium, once again for the annual Jimmy Platt Mid-Valley Classic Invitational. At this time, if we could get everybody to please pay close attention to the screen or the scoreboard as we tribute the man in which this invitation is named after, Coach Jimmy Platt. Please, your attention to the scoreboard.
Jimmy Platt came to Weslaco in 1985 with a vision to make the Panthers an elite track and field program. As head track and field coach for Weslaco, Platt led the Panthers to a remarkable 11 district titles in 12 years, including an unprecedented 8 consecutive championships stretching from 1990 to 1997. After missing out on the district title in 1998, Weslaco went on to three-peat from 1999 to 2001. Most would agree the brightest highlight occurred during the 1993 district meet, where the Panthers were a heavy underdog to Harlingen. After trailing for most of the meet, Weslaco would rally in the last few events and edge the talented Cardinal team by a single point at Panther Stadium. The impressive run opened the door for some of our great athletes who graduated from Weslaco. A total of 18 athletes under Platt went on to run track and field at the collegiate level, with 17 earning scholarships. Platt was inducted into the Rio Grande Valley Sports Hall of Fame in 1997 and the City of Palm Sports Hall of Honor in 1999. And now, starting this year, the annual track meet in Weslaco will be known as Jimmy Platt Invitational. Congratulations to Coach Jimmy Platt, forever a Weslaco Panther.
At this time, if you could please stand and remove all headgear. We have Weslaco's own, a senior at Weslaco High School, Celeste Vasquez, who will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And the Jimmy Platt Mid-Valley Classic Track and Field Invitational coming to you live on the KWS Facebook page here from Bobby Lackey Stadium. Coach John Boswell along with Mike Gonzalez. And Mike, already the field events, 3,200 meter relay. We've had some big things happen.
Already, Coach, a lot of great things have happened, a lot of excitement. Teams from here in the valley, here in Weslaco for a great track meet. And as you mentioned, we've already had a lot of great races, a lot of field events took place a little bit earlier. The weather is great. We had a little bit of rain earlier this afternoon, but it looks like the rain is gone, and it's going to be a great night for track.
And we've had some records broken already here in the Mid-Valley Jimmy Platt Classic. And while we get into it, let's say hello to Woodlands, Texas, and the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Jimmy Platt. Hope you're enjoying watching this on the Facebook page here on Facebook. We miss you. Good health in the future, and we'll see you soon. Mike, I know you've been talking to him. It's with technology and the beauty of KWS, Jimmy gets to experience this all the way from the Woodlands.
Absolutely. I was able to reach out to him last night and asked if he was in town to perhaps pay a visit to us here, and unfortunately he wasn't able to, but he's in great spirits. He's doing well. We wish him the best. As you mentioned, he's in the Woodlands watching us on Facebook Live, and as you mentioned, technology, the way it is today, anywhere around the world could be watching us right now.
And here will be the lane assignments of our first televised event, the girls 4x100 meter relay. Lane 1, Donna North. Lane 2, Mercedes. Lane 3, Harlingen South. Lane 4, fastest qualifier of the team from Weslaco. Lane 5, Head Couch Elsa. Lane 6, Wesco East. Lane 7, Donna. And in Lane 8, Progresso. Those are the lane assignments, Mike, in the girls 4x100. And as we go through, Mike will catch us up on the field events and the events that took place earlier today. And we'd like to thank everybody on the KWS crew and everybody from WISD for making this broadcast possible.
I had a chance to talk to Coach Marguet, the girls' head coach for Weslaco High girls, and he's been very high on both his relay teams, the 400-meter relay and the 800-meter relay. They've done very, very well, and he feels like this race will set the tempo how things will go tonight. They've already won 2 meets this year, and so they're aiming for their third win of the season, and I believe they've won this Invitational, Coach, since about 2012 or 2013.
You know, I talked to Pablo earlier also, and we talked about a lot of things, and he likes winning track meets, but the only one he really wants to win every year, district and area. And I'm sure in the back of his mind someday he'd like to win the regionals. And you know what, he's the kind of coach, and he was one of those guys you saw in the highlight of Jimmy Platt is one of the ex-runners here at Wesco High School that was on those great Jimmy Platt teams. So here we go, Mike, about ready to run the girls 4x100 meter relay. Watch lane 4, that's the team from Weslaco. Looks like we have a clean start. First handoff, Weslaco is in great shape here. It looks like Eleanor aren't getting the baton, Mike.
Looks like she's getting ready to take the lead, Coach, as we're getting ready to pass for the third runner here.
Yeah, solidly out front. If they're running in order, that's Chantel Barrera and Amity Ebarb will be the anchor. She gets the baton, and she's going to coast it home.
Looks like Mercedes is in second place right now, but we're going to have a pretty good second place finish here, Coach.
Let's go Westlaco in first. Wow, Wesco East may have shot out of there second or third. We'll see what those final results are in just a minute. So you know how the meet is running. In many events, there will be more than one heat. The computer will make the decision on place. But there's no question on that one, barring a disqualification, and I didn't see anything bad take place. Lady Panthers will win the girls 4x100 meter relay.
And it looked to me, Coach, as the baton was being passed, the very last one, Mercedes had a few problems there, and we see Wesco East on the lower left-hand part of the screen right there with a strong finish.
Yeah, so we'll see how that all picks out here in just a moment.
With a time of 42.81.
And as soon as we get those results, we'll let you know what they are. Mike, while we're getting ready for the first heat of the boys 4x1, you want to knock out one of the field events?
Sure, Coach. What I have here in front of me is the boys high jump. First place was Caleb Arthur from Mercedes with a jump of 6 feet 2 inches, and second place was Adrian Morales of Harlingen South with 6 feet flat. In third place, we had Daniel Ramirez out of Harlingen High.
Also 6 feet.
Also 6 feet, okay. And in fourth place is Ryan Pena of Harlingen South with a jump of 5 feet 10 inches.
So those are some pretty good jumps. Let's give you the lane assignments for Heat 1. There'll be 2 heats of the boys 4x100 meter relay. Lane 3, Donna. Lane 4, Harlingen.
Lane assignments.
Lane 5, Progresso. And in lane 6, Harlingen South.
Lane 5, Progresso. Lane 6, Harlingen
Now, I
South.
don't see anybody right now in lane 4. Let's see if somebody scratched. I'm not sure.
Judges, curve 1.
I don't see anybody in lane 4. So Harlingen may have scratched here. So in lane 3, Donna. Lane 5, Progresso. Lane 6, Harlingen
We are
South.
ready at 3.
Mike, they could have combined this in one heat if they would have known that Harlingen was going to scratch, because 3 teams in this heat, 5 in the next.
And that would mean just one race, correct?
One race, yes.
Yeah.
Guns up for the boys. Heat 1, 400 meter relay. Looks like we have a clean start. I'm not getting any net sound here. Maybe we can work on that.
Please report.
I'm not hearing the gun. Looks like clean handoffs, but here comes the team from Donna, Mike. Let's see who makes the handoff first. Looks like it's going to be Progresso. Harlingen South running well there on the outside. And great camera work and direction there by Don Ramirez. Giving us those great shots. Amador.
Donna, Harlingen South,
Wow.
Donna.
We're going to have to pick them here, Mike. Looks like
Photo finish, Coach.
a photo finish. I would call Harlingen South, but we don't have the greatest angle in the world. Amadeo on the camera. I hear you. And here we go.
But look at this
Redskins.
exchange. Yeah, I think there was a problem with the Redskins on the exchange there. It looked like the last young man that got it kind of got it a little late there and fell behind. But yeah, look at this. Harlingen South.
Wow.
Great finish there.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to pick that, Mike. Great. Let's give you the lane assignments here for Heat 2. Lane 2, Donna North. Lane 3, Ed Couch-Elsa. Lane 4, the fastest qualifier from Westlaco East. Lane 5, Westlaco. And then lane 6, Mercedes. And, you know, there'll be a field event package on what happened earlier in the day on the distances, Mike, and the field events. And we'll get that up to you as soon as we can. And once again, we'll get the results And Mike, you want to give us the girls' triple jump results?
Yes, sir. Girls triple jump. We have first place Brisa Guzman out of Westlaco East with a jump of 35 feet 9 inches, .75. Second place was Eleanor Arndt out of Westlaco High with 35 feet 3 inches flat. In third place is Lisa Marie Sanchez out of Westlaco High with 34 feet flat. And in fourth place, we have Anel Rodriguez out of Harlingen South with 33 feet .50.
That's some good jumping there, ladies. I think you just saw a close-up there in lane 4, Mike. A little bit of a story within itself. Remember back in football season, we had a major loss for Wesco East, a surgery on the leg, makes his way back to the playoffs, and here he is, the leadoff runner in the boys 4x100 meter relay for Wesco East, J.C. Vargas.
Yeah, J.C. Vargas. What a great season, or what great career he had for the Wildcats as a player, helping the team out, going to the third round, 2 years in a row. And he's been part of the tradition that's been established 4 years in a row.
Yeah, he was a 4-year starter.
Yeah.
But you know, there was a point in time during the season, Mike, we didn't know if he'd even be back this year following a surgery.
Yeah, exactly, Coach. You know, Roy Pedraza was also lost for the year, and then JC was lost the next week, the very next game, and we thought, oh my gosh, Wesco East in trouble. But other players stepped up until JC Vargas was able to come back for the bi-district round of the playoffs, and off the Wildcats went to the third round.
And here we go, Heat 2 of the boys, 4x100 meter relay. And looks like we have a clean start. That's who makes the handoff. JC makes the handoff there. Big run here by Richard Olzak, I believe, there for Westlaco. That could be Matt DeSantiago. I'm trying to pick him out. No, I think that's Olzak running second. And we're going to have a race here, Mike, at the end. My favorite camera angle there. The handoff. It's going to be neck and neck. Westlaco East. Neck and neck. Here comes Mercedes, but it's going to be Westlaco East 1-2 in the boys 400 meter relay heat 2. Now they will take those two heats, Mike, combine them, and we'll have the results in just a minute.
A great job there by Alex Garza to get that separation as we see the replay here. But give credit to Hector Muniz out of Wesco East, just fighting toward the end. And the young man from Mercedes, not far behind, Coach. That would be Matthew Ledesma, correct? And as you see there, the Panthers finished first, Wildcats second, and Mercedes was the third.
And their times were very close leading into this race, so it being a good race was not a surprise. But your winner, I'm going to call it, is going to be the team from Westlaco. But let's see the combined races. Yeah, that was a good run and good competitive run. And our next event will be the girls 800 meter run. And Mike, we have 15 runners scheduled to run. Let's hit those runners. Aaliyah Garza from Westlaco, Vanessa Cerda, Edcal Chelsea, Tessie Garcia, Wesco East, Natalie Garcia, Westlaco, Savannah Mendez, Westlaco, Lindsay Zamorano, Harlingen South, Roxanne Galvan, Donna North, Teresa Gallegos from Edcal Chelsea, Samantha Belcher from Mercedes, Mary Elena Diaz from Wesco East, Summer Bermea from Donna, Lisbeth Rivera from Progreso, Angelique Lara from Harlingen, Yaremi Cobos from Mercedes, and Michelle Medina from Harlingen. Those are the scheduled runners in the girls' 800 meter run. Mike, that's 2 laps. The fastest qualifying time, Aaliyah Garza with a time of 2:21. She's from Westlaco.
All right, Coach, I got the results here for the girls' long jump that took place earlier. In 6th place was Alyssa Vasquez out of Donna High. 5th place was Lisa Marie Sanchez out of Westlaco High. 4th place was Jasmine Flores out of Mercedes. 3rd place was Shayna Alvarado from Ed Couch Elsa. Second place was Brisa Guzman from Westlaco East. And your first place winner with a jump of 17:04.50 is Eleanor Arndt out of Westlaco High. Congratulations.
And here we go, the girls' 800-meter run.
In 6th place,
We have a clean start.
Adolfo Ibarra. In 5th
See,
place from
the
Westlaco,
girls on the
Matthew
outside
Lopez.
will cut in
In 4th place from Harlingen
here
South,
pretty
Benjamin
quickly, and
Ruiz.
we'll have a
In 3rd
race.
place from
As
Westlaco
you
East,
see on the
Jacob
left hip
Banda.
of each
In
number
2nd place
runner,
from
there's a
Harlingen
number.
South, Chase Harrell.
We'll be able to
And your winner
identify
from the boys'
those
shot
runners
put with a throw of
by those
55
numbers.
feet.
Number 4, Natalie
From
Garcia
Harlingen
from
South,
Westlaco
Andrew Ott.
with the early lead. Ed Couch Elsa's Vanessa Cerda, number 2 in second. And here comes Aaliyah Garza from
Up
Westlaco
next,
wearing the number
girls
1 on
shot
her
put.
hip.
A lot of strategy involved here, right, Coach? When you have to run 2 laps.
Well, you need to know what kind of runner you are. Some kids are total endurance. Then they want to take the pace out, try to run the field out a little bit. If you're a sprinter, you want to kind of run with the crowd until maybe the last 200, 150 meters, and then you want to turn on the jet. So kind of depends on what kind of runner are you. Right now, Aaliyah Garza is taking the lead and runs that first lap in about 1 minute, 11 seconds. That would be 71-second first lap. Most runners cannot go a negative, but let's see what she does on the second lap. And right now it's Westlaco 1, 2, 3. Here comes Tessie Garcia from Westco East. There wearing number 3 on her hip, trying to pass. And on the inside, number 2, Vanessa Cerda from Ed Couch Elsa passes into 3rd place. And the runner from Harlingen South, Lindsay Zamorano, works her way into the picture. We're at about 150 meters to go.
On to the boys' high jump.
And it looks like Aaliyah Garza. And here comes number 2, Vanessa Cerda at Couch Elsa, moving into 2nd place.
And she's really going after it, Coach.
Well, those are the 2 fastest
Here they come.
qualifiers.
It's a race.
And we do have it's hard to lead the whole race, Mike. And she takes over at the end, and your winner is going to be from Ed Couch Elsa, Vanessa Cerda. And it looks like 3rd place may have been Tessie Garcia. And we'll get again those final results in just a moment. But Mike, you might have the boys 4x100 yet?
Boys 400, 4x100 meter relay.
On to the boys' 800-meter run.
If you can help me out here, Coach. I don't know if it's by overall or if it's.
Wow. Okay, looks like 6th place Progresso, 5th place Donna North, 4th place Harlingen South, 3rd place Mercedes, and 2nd place Westlaco East. And your winner, Westlaco, with a time of 43.83, Mike, 44.19 for East, 43.83 for High. Good race by both Westlaco schools. And here's the ending of the girls' 800-meter run. And Aaliyah Garza falls in about the last 25 meters to Vanessa Cerda. 3rd place is Tessie Garcia from Westco East. Let's look at the boys' qualifiers.
Finalists in the
24
boys' high jump, please
have
report
entered,
to the awards
and
area.
they are Oziel Madrigal Donna, Angel Pettis, Harlingen South, Christian Figueroa, Westlaco, Mark Cardona at Couch Elsa,
In
George
6th
Figueroa,
place from
Westlaco,
Harlingen, Kaden
Abram
Peets.
Maldonado,
In
Westco
5th place
East,
from
Jose
Westlaco
Garcia,
East.
Westco East,
Alvarado
Thomas
Milano.
Owens,
In 4th place
Harlingen
from
South. Why is
Harlingen
that name
South,
familiar?
Ryan
The son of Westco
In
East
3rd
coach,
place
Tom
from
Owens.
Harlingen, Daniel
Andrew
Ramirez.
Reese,
In
Harlingen.
2nd place from
Jose
Harlingen South,
Pena, Donna
Adrian
North,
Morales.
George
And your winner,
Vidalis,
boys' high jump,
Harlingen South, Fernando Escobar, Harlingen, Hector Perales, Progresso, Albino Rodriguez, Ed Couch Elsa, Joel Alanis, Westco
All
East,
girls,
Eric
100-meter hurdle.
Lopez,
Please report.
Harlingen
All
South,
girls,
Antonio
100-meter
Sanchez,
hurdle. Please report.
Westlaco, Jeremiah De Los Santos, Ed Couch Elsa, Eddie Trevino, Mercedes,
next, girls long
Cosme Ibarra, Donna, Brandon Herrera, Donna North, Christian Martinez at Calchelsa, Everardo Esparza from Progreso, and the fastest qualifier from Harlingen, Art Benavides. So there are 24 possible winners there in the boys' 800-meter run. The girls' 100-meter hurdles will be the next race following the 800-meter run.
All right, Coach, I got results here of the girls' discus throw, which took place a little bit earlier. In 6th place was Jacqueline Vidal out of Harlingen High. In 5th place was Jasmine Barrios out of Weslaco High. In 4th place was Mackenzie Contreras out of Ed Couch Elsa. In 3rd place was Oremaris Vidano out of Harlingen South. In 2nd place was Natalia Soto out of Dala North. And in 1st place with a throw of 131.06 is Sierra Gonzalez out of Weslaco High. Congratulations.
And here we go. The boys' 800-meter run has a clean race and out early. See if we can get a hip number.
From Weslaco East, Brisa Guzman. And your winner of the
cannot get a hip number there in first place. Looks like a runner possibly from Wesco East.
From Weslaco,
it is a runner from East. Let me see if I can catch a hip number there. Number 10 would be Joel Alanis, currently in the lead in the boys' 800-meter run.
Up next, girls discus.
And you see an army of them.
All girls discus finalists, please.
Once again, I want to mention Vinny Berry, Val Zamora on the cameras, along with Amadeo, doing a great job out there. And at the first lap, Mike, we're at about 58 seconds. Good first lap. The Harlingen Cardinal is in 2nd place.
From Weslaco, Jasmine
And I believe that's Fernando Escobar, and he takes the lead.
The young man that looks like trying to make a move here, Coach, is Antonio Sanchez out of Weslaco High. He's in 3rd, but creeping up to 2nd here.
And he works his way into 2nd. And someone else coming there. Is that an East or a Donna North? You know, there's a little bit of black in both uniforms. I'm not sure who that is that just moved into 3rd.
I think that's Cosme Ibarra out of Donna High, Coach.
That could be.
Could be wrong, but it looked like he was wearing number 5 in his hip, and that's who it would be.
Well, Harlingen out in front right now. I do believe that's Fernando Escobar. No, it's number 1 from Harlingen, Art Benavides. My fault. He had the fastest qualifying time, and he's going to finish under 2 minutes at about 1:58, Mike. And there comes the rest of the pack. Once again, we will get you these results as they come in. We will have a little bit of time here as the hurdles need to be put on the track. And
girls triple jump.
Looks like we're going to run the hurdles from north to south here. But here we come down the stretch. That's Antonio Sanchez from Weslaco in the chase. As you see on his number there, he had the 8th fastest time, moved himself into 2nd place. And the winner of the boys' 800-meter run from Harlingen, Art Benavides, his fastest qualifying time was 2 minutes, 0.53 seconds, and he did break 2 minutes here. And there's a little bit of a win, so that's a nice run by him. Okay, you see the girls getting set there to run the 100-meter hurdles. Let's quickly give you lane assignments. Lane 2, Jada Lee at Calchelsa. Lane 3, Arlise Munoz, Wesco East. Lane 4, Marissa Lopez, Wesco East. Lane 5, Mika Vento from Mercedes. Lane 6, Milka Tinajero from Harlingen. And lane 7, Clarissa Jaramillo from Wesco East. All right, Mike, we got time for one more, I think, before we...
Okay, this was the boys' shot put. Okay, in 6th place was Adolfo Ibarra out of Ed Calchelsa. In 5th place was Matthew Lopez out of Weslaco High. In 4th place was Benjamin Ruiz out of Harlingen South. In 3rd place was Jacob Banda out of Weslaco East. 2nd place was Chase Harrell out of Harlingen South. And in 1st place with a throw of 55 feet even was Andrew Ott out of Harlingen South.
Okay, we might have time for one more here as the girls get ready to run the girls' 100-meter hurdles.
All right. here are the results of the boys discus throw. In 6th place was Rick Ochoa out of Harlingen High. 5th place was Sam Alonso out of Harlingen High. In 4th place was Jesse Contreras out of Ed Couch Elsa. In 3rd place was Christian Cortez out of Harlingen South. In 2nd place was Benjamin Ruiz out of Harlingen South. And in 1st place, check this out, Coach, with a throw of 181 feet .5 was Sky Tatum out of Harlingen South. Says it was a personal best. Basically cleared the field. I was there earlier.
That might be a meet record here. And looks like the girls are about ready here, Mike. So let's take back to our girls 100-meter hurdles. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 are listed. Let's see who is not there. Lane 2. Jada Lee from Ed Couch Elsa does not appear to be running in this event. There'll be one heat of girls 100-meter hurdles, followed by 2 heats of boys 110-meter hurdles.
And for this event, Coach, they have the option of running it on either side, or is it always here?
What do you mean? As far as, well, they try to run with the wind at their back.
Right.
And if I'm looking at the flags right, looks like they may actually be running into the wind. But the hurdles were all on this side of the track. Must have been a predetermined decision. They try to run the hurdles in the 100 with the wind at your back.
Right.
But there are the results of the girls 4x100-meter relay. 1-2 WISD. That's good to see.
Very good, Coach. Absolutely. And it was a very good race as well.
So here we go. They're in the blocks for the girls 100-meter hurdles. And that's a clean start. And jumping out to the lead, I believe that's Marissa Lopez from West Go East. Arlise Munoz in second. The Lady Wildcats are going to pull some points here, it looks like, in the girls 100-meter hurdle. First, second, and maybe fifth. So that'll be some points for the girls from West Go East. And I'm sure we'll get another look at that on the relay. I wish I could hear the gun. Something a little different tonight, but we'll make do. And there you see her right there. That's Marissa Lopez and Arlise Munoz on the inside. And they're going to be 1-2. And the girls 100-meter hurdles.
That was really from the get-go, Coach. As soon as the gun sounded, both those runners just really took over the race.
Well, you know, I'd heard rumors that there was a good girl hurdler, and she's got an injury there, Mike. You see her left knee taped up there pretty soundly. But I heard rumors that there were some good hurdlers from West Go East this year, so that's interesting to see. And Heat 1 coming up. Once again, want to thank everybody from K-West for being here tonight. You watching on the Facebook page live. And again, hello, Coach Jimmy Platt there in the Woodlands. Hope you and your dogs are doing great. Watching this Mid-Valley Classic Invitational. Up next, Heat 1 of the boys. 110-meter hurdles. That takes just a moment to set up as they have to move hurdles, change the starting area, and looks like they're about to get in the blocks. And here we go for Heat 1. So in just a moment, we'll have, at some point tonight, we'll have a highlight package on the field events and the events that took place earlier today. And that looks like a clean start. The first heat of the boys 110-meter hurdles. And the early leader looks like Randall Lopez in lane 2. He's out of Harlingen South. Looks like the runner in lane 2 from Harlingen South Randall Lopez will be the winner. Let's take a quick look at the girls' high jump results. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's look at the replay here. I think it's wire to wire, lane 2, Randall Lopez of Harlingen South. The girls' high jump, 6th place, Marissa Lopez, Wesco East. 5th place, Juliana Garces from Edcouch Elsa. 4th place, Summer Bermea from Donna. 3rd place, Ariadna Garza from Donna North. Zaira Garcia is in 2nd from Mercedes. And the winner with a jump of 5 feet 1 inch from Harlingen South, Anel Rodriguez. And we're looking at heat 2 of the boys 110-meter hurdle. Lane 1, Israel Alegria, Mercedes. Lane 2, Ethan Alvarado, Westlaco. Lane 3, Manuel Conde from Harlingen. Lane 4, Netaye Duran from Harlingen South. In lane 5, Alvaro Medrano, Wesco East. Lane 6, the pole vaulter, John Zapata from Westlaco. And in lane 7, Jaime Hernandez from Edcouch Elsa. The fastest qualifier in this heat is Duran from Harlingen South in lane 4. Let's see what else we haven't got through here. Long jump, boys. 6th place, Julian Garza, Donna North. 5th place, Eric Quintian from Harlingen. 4th place, Mark Ledesma, Mercedes. Richard Olzak from Wesco in 3rd. 2nd place, Jose Garcia from Harlingen. And your winner of the boys long jump with a jump of 20 feet 9 inches, Alvaro Medrano from Wesco East. And they're in the blocks and a clean start. And heat 2 of the boys, 110-meter hurdles. And from Harlingen South, Duran right there in the middle of the track. Clean race, and your winner, without question, from Harlingen South, Duran. Look at this technique here. Right on his right, our left is Alvaro Medrano, who is trying to work himself into the race. But what a clean run there by Duran from Harlingen South. Now here in the girls 100-meter dash, there are 4 heats scheduled to go. Looks like heat 1 is going to be 2 girls. I believe it's Julissa Torres from Progreso, and from Mercedes, it would be Cassidy Rodriguez. 2 other girls are scheduled to run, but they are not there to run, so they will just go 2 girls in heat 1 of 4, Mike.
And so what usually happens, Coach, if you have 4 heats, that's 4 different races, and then they just, pick the top 3, 4? Or
well, the computer does.
The computer does it on its own then, okay.
Right, so time takes the most precedent, but if there's a tie, and you won your heat, but you were second in your heat, then the tie is broken by the one who had the higher finish.
Good.
But very seldom when you go computerized do you find a tie. Now, the last 2 heats are full of seeded runners. The first 2 heats are full of runners who have either not run the fastest times or have no recorded times. So they don't really know, the computer doesn't know what to do with them, so it throws them into other heats.
It's great, Coach, to have that kind of knowledge here. Here at KOS, we're providing our audience with a terrific track meet, but we're also educating our audience here on how a lot of this works, including myself.
You know, back in the day, Mike, they would go 4 heats. They'd go, okay, the winner and then the next 4 fastest times. Well, that's if you're having the finals. Well, we're not having a final race. We are having a computer pick, or what they call AAU type event, where you just run one. You don't run one and come back and run a final event. So they do it by time. They try to heat them by time. The last heat will be the ones with the fastest times. And I think we've caught up. And once again, I know The leader of K-West, Carlos Robledo, is working on a field event and early event highlight package that we will see in just a moment. And Joe Leal and Mr. Palacios and Darlene and Don up there in the box. Great job so far. Let's keep it going. And here we go for Heat 1. Should we say the award-winning K-West crew?
Absolutely, Coach. Award-winning. Our team was recognized a few weeks ago at Teesboro, the annual Teesboro that took place in Dallas.
And there's a clean start in Heat 1 of the girls 100 there in lane. Julissa Torres in lane 3. Cassidy Rodriguez in lane 5. Looks like Rodriguez is going to win Heat 1. Well, you had a piece of one of those awards, didn't you?
Well, we got recognized, Coach, for the newsletter that we published.
There you go.
We had about 3 or 4 newsletters that we published last spring, and a couple of those we took to competition, and we got recognized as what you would say, like maybe the top, I guess the highest recognition that you can get is the best way to describe it. And in a few of our packages, we're also recognized. Something, there's a few that Carlos Robledo did with Don Ramirez. And we got to credit Darlene.
I know the whole right choice.
Sure, the logo
and
slogan.
Everything. Big job by Darlene and Don and Carlos and everybody involved.
We got to give a big kudos to Darlene Gracia for kind of putting together that newsletter. I mean, Carlos and I write stories, and then I kind of put it together. But Darlene is the one that kind of, when you see the colors and you see the way it's designed, she did that, and she also came up with most of that logo that we are recognized for today, the right choice. But everybody, Coach, plays a hand in what we do, and that's what makes our team a great team.
Well, I've always called her the First Lady. I promoted her to Queen today, so good job, Darlene.
I agree.
Here we go. In lane 2, Daphne Valdez from Donna North. Lane 3, Denise Acuna, Donna North. Lane 4, Amber Layton from Edcouch Elsa. Lane 5, Tatiana Epperson from Donna. And lane 6, Cassandra Gonzalez from Progreso. And here they come. Looks like Progreso there on the outside, Mike. That is Cassandra Gonzalez. And she's going to be the easy winner there in Heat 2 of the girls' 100-meter dash. The boys will also have 4 heats. But here they come here in the red near the railing there. That is Cassandra Gonzalez from Progreso High School. Back on the inside, I believe that's Amber Layton from Edcouch Elsa in second.
And I don't know if our viewers noticed, Coach, or if you noticed, but Cassandra Gonzalez was the only runner in that heat that didn't do that traditional squatting down in the hurdles.
Right. She didn't use blocks.
Right.
Which means either she doesn't have the opportunity to practice in the blocks very often, or, in my coaching career, I had a few that I had to fight that Coach, I don't want in the blocks. I'm not good in the blocks. Any race up to 400, 100, 200, 300 should be run out of the blocks.
So they have the option, though. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. You have the option in every race. Well, no, you don't. 800 and longer, you don't have blocks. But anything that's considered a sprint, which is up to the 400, including the 300 hurdles, I believe you should be in blocks.
And why is that, Coach? Does a block help you run off a little bit faster? Or?
Your first step is past the starting line out of the block. Standing, you're probably going to fault step, so your first step will not pass the starting line. Jimmy Platt, did I explain that right? I hope so.
I think you did, Coach.
Okay, so let's look at Heat 3 here. This is one of the heats with everybody has a reported time. Lane 1, Yareli Medrano from Progreso. Lane 2, Keandra Rodriguez, Mercedes. Lane 3, Monica Coronado, Harlingen South. Lane 4, Giovanna Caceres from Wesco East. Lane 5, Alyssa Vasquez from Donna. Lane 6, Yesenia Garcia, Mercedes. Lane 7, Cassie Guerrera, Donna. And in lane 8, Eleni Cavazos from Donna North. Those are the 8 runners. Looks like nobody in lane 8, Mike, so we have one scratch out in lane 8. 7 runners here in heat number 3.
And Coach, how much time do you have if you are going to scratch from a race? When do you have to let the judges know? Or?
You don't have to let the judges know.
Okay.
The fact she didn't show up, maybe somebody, maybe there she is. Maybe she was doing something else.
Tying her shoe, perhaps, or
Well, you know, maybe she was in some meets. You're long jumping or triple jumping, or you're getting ready to run a relay. Who knows? But there she is. So there are no scratches. But there's another one without the blocks. Now, if we can watch this, let's see if her first step is past the line or not. I'll guarantee you everybody out of the blocks, their first step will be across the line. Did you see her wobble right before the start?
yeah, she did, Coach. She hesitated a little bit.
Lane 1, I believe that's Progresso again, Mike, but here comes Harlingen South, West Go East right there in the middle of the track. Harlingen South, West Go East, 1-2. That would be Monica Coronado and Giovanna Casares right there in the middle of the track. The computer will make that decision. But good run by the young ladies right there in the middle of the track. In the orange top from Harlingen South, Monica Coronado. And in the E, that would be Giovanna Casares.
And Mercedes, Coach, Itzenia Garcia and Donna's Alyssa Vasquez fighting for third place there, as you can see there with the photo.
Wow.
Wow, very close.
I'm going to have to give that to South based on the torso.
And it looks like Mercedes finished in third there, but this is just on the heat. So.
Oh yeah, that's you and I playing smart from upstairs. You know,
Right.
we don't have the freeze frame and we don't have the computer, but that would be heat 3. Now these are the fastest 8 times reported coming up here. And heat 4. There we go. One more replay. Maybe they're going to give us a stop. You know how good Don Ramirez is with this, and Mr. Palacios. Maybe they'll give us a stop right at the finish line. What great camera work here. Now we're basing it on the torso, and I got to give it to Harlingen South in lane 3 by just the edge.
By a nose, a hair,
Yeah.
whatever. It was very close.
And here we go for heat 4, lane 1, Tanisha Wiley, Harlingen. Lane 2, Anahi Galindo from Mercedes. Lane 3, Alyssa Barnes from Harlingen. Lane 4, Mallory Granum from Harlingen South. Lane 5, Natasha Hartman from Harlingen South. Lane 6, Chantel Barrera, Westlaco. Lane 7, Brisa Guzman, Westco East. And in lane 8, Giovanna Casares cannot be in this race and in the last one. So there should be no one in lane 8.
And then we're missing a runner in lane 2, Coach, which would be Anayi Galindo out of Mercedes. So just like in the last race with Lenny Cavasso, let's see if
well, we know lane 8's going to be empty because Giovanna Casares ran in the last heat and took second. And there's the clean start of heat 4. The ladies from Harlingen South right in the middle of the track. That's Mallory Granum and Natasha Hartman going 1-2. And once again, I'm going to give it to lane 4 there, Mike, the inside lane, which would be Mallory Granum from Harlingen South. Barely beats her teammate, Natasha Hartman. Nice clean start.
And we see a replay here, Coach. Brisa Guzman out of Westlaco East worked really hard there at the end. Looked like she got third in this heat. But watch this replay here as both Harlingen South runners really going at it, teammates. I'm sure they probably go through this in practice as well.
Oh, yeah, every day. They probably love each other, but you're tired of racing each other. And golly, I hate to call that, but I'm going to give it to Granum in lane 4. And it does look like Brisa Guzman may have been third in that heat. So now the computer will look at all those scores and all those pictures and throw it in a pot and bring it out. And here we go again.
One more time, Coach.
One more time.
But something to keep an eye on, Coach, if you can help me out here. I noticed that Mallory Granum at the very end kind of puts her head down just the way.
Well, you're trying to get the torso across.
Right. But the runner on lane 3 didn't do that.
Well, and her foot got across first, too. So I'm going to give it to lane 3 by a hair, Mike.
By a hair. Yeah, this was a very close race.
Here's heat 1 of the boys 100-meter dash, and the hardest thing to do in athletics is run a race by yourself. But 4 or 5 people have scratched themselves out of this race. So the lone runner remaining in lane 5 from Weslaco, Renee Juarez. Shows the coaches a lot when you'll jump out there and run all by yourself. But it's hard to do. You don't know if you're going fast or not because there's nobody to judge yourself against. And he's cooking pretty good there. And that was Renee Juarez from Weslaco, the only runner in heat 1.
So when that happens, Coach, and you have no competition in this particular heat, what do you do as a runner? What would be the strategy?
Well, you just got to get out there and run. If you would have had a time reported, now he will have a time. As they move forward in track meets this year, they'll be able to report a time for him. That's hard. So here we go. Heat 2, Mike. There are 6 names listed in Heat 2. And it looks like there may be only 4 runners, maybe only 3. I see in lane 3, Daniel Espinosa from Donna. And lane 4, I see Josiah Vela from Donna. And there was one other young man, and I've lost him. I'll catch you up on him as soon as he comes back. But Mike, did you get one more result? There he is from Mercedes. That will be Sam Jackson from Mercedes. I wonder if his middle initials L. Samuel L. Jackson. I wonder if that's his name. Let's go.
Girls 100-meter dash, Coach.
All right.
Okay. The 6th place was Giovanna Cáceres out of Weslaco East. 5th place was Monica Coronado out of Harlingen South. 4th place was Chantel Barrera out of Weslaco High. 3rd place was Brisa Guzman out of Weslaco East. 2nd place was Natasha Hartman out of Harlingen South. Oh, wow, Coach, look at this. They also have 1st place Mallory Granum out of Harlingen South. But look at here, Coach, it's the same time, 13.
Same time, but they had to pick it. And here is the heat of the boys. Mercedes, Samuel Jackson is your winner of Heat 2 from Mercedes. He beat the 2 runners from Donna.
We see some good sportsmanship there by the 2 Donna runners.
Well, you know, track isn't that kind of sport where there's a physical confrontation. It's not like wrestling or boxing or football or even basketball.
It's not physical.
Well, I can beat my own teammate. How many sports can you beat your own teammate? You know, maybe swimming, wrestling. There's a couple track.
Golf?
Yeah, golf, but you got to beat your own teammate here. So here we go. Heat 3, lane 4, Corbin Hendrick from Harlingen South. Lane 5, Dante Castillo, Weslaco. Lane 6, Miguel Oliveira from Harlingen South. And in lane 7, Roger Adame III from Mercedes. And I just read recently, Mike, he signed a preferred walk-on to Incarnate Word to play football. And he's another one that had what most people thought was a season-ending injury.
Right. Like
game 1 against Cal Allen, fight his way back and play late in the year. That's the kind of leadership. And, you know, I'm a little partial to Coach's kid, but that's the kind of thing you get out of a coach's kid.
Absolutely. As mentioned, a coach's kid, his father, Roger Adame, I believe the second. I think this is the third, right?
Yeah,
Roger Adame, the second, is the head football coach at Mercedes, well-established football program there. And Roger Adame, unfortunately, had a serious injury, and being that he was a senior, you know, hurt. But it was great to see him back. Actually, Coach, with about 2 or 3 games left in the season, and he made a big contribution to their football team.
Yeah, we saw him come back. Of course, we mentioned J.C. Vargas, and to see young men and young ladies overcome things because they're part of something bigger than themselves. Those kind of people, Mike, become successful in life because hardships of life are not going to hold them back. They're going to be able to fight through it.
Absolutely, Coach. And he was still playing at a high level, I believe.
Well, and high enough level to get recruited and be a preferred walk-on at a school like Incarnate Word University. And this is the BOS 100-meter dash.
Boswell.
It's the Boswell 100-meter dash.
We can call it that for a little while, no problem.
Well, Jimmy Platt wouldn't mind.
Sure.
Of course, I'd be more likely to be the shot or the discus, not the 100-meter dash. You know, I did spend, I believe it was 3 years as Coach Platt's field event shot and throwing coach, however you want to word it. So of those 11 district championships, I was a part of the first 2.
Yeah, so you're a part of the start
Yes,
of the big-time tradition.
The originators. And I was a part of those lost to Harlingen by 1, lost to Harlingen by 5s.
Oh, Coach.
Right before we won it, like the 2 years before we won it.
Oh, I remember those days, Coach. Those were great football games right there. And if, fans that might not be old enough, Coach.
Well, I'm talking about track meets.
Oh, okay. Well,
there was 2 years before we won the first one where we were 5 points in second place and 1 point in second place.
Yeah. And football, there was a lot of great games in the late 80s and in those days.
Guys like Leo Aragoose getting a 50-yard field goal and beating us, that kind of deal. Yeah.
And as you know, Coach, for 2 years, Weslaco didn't have a stadium.
We were the Lost Boys.
You're right.
And here we go. Cooking down the track from Weslaco, Dante Castillo. Nice start there by Dante. But here comes Harlingen South in lane 6. Miguel Oliveira, I believe, may have come on at the end. But what a start in lane 5 by Dante Castillo.
Yeah, he led for, what would you say, Coach, about 4/5 of the race.
I don't know. I'd have loved to got a 40 time on that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the kid's a football player. I would have loved to got a 40 time. And you know what? If I'm the coach of the Incarnate Word, I got my middle linebacker prospect running the 100. That's a pretty good deal there. So nice job there by Roger Adame. So we won't have a replay of that, but we will be able to look at Heat 4. Now, this should be the fastest runners tonight. And Heat 4, here are the lane assignments. Albert Trevino, Ed Couchelsa in 1. And 2, Marcos Chavez from Donna. Lane 3, Jose Serna from Wesco East. Lane 4, Jose Garcia, Harlingen, fastest qualifier at 10.44. Lane 5, Pedro Luna, Harlingen. Lane 6, Isaac Aguilar, Harlingen. Lane 7, you've heard this name before, Jaime Banuelos from Wesco East. And in lane 8, Winslow Charisma from Mercedes.
We saw Jaime Banuelos, another player there, Coach, with a terrific career as a football player at Wesco East.
Well, let's call and a baseball player. I watched him play a baseball game yesterday in Edinburgh, and he said, Coach, I'm going to miss the early game because they have a game tonight at 9:30, Mike, that he will be playing in baseball. He had a triple, nearly an inside the park home run yesterday against McAllen Memorial. And he's a 4-year starter on the baseball team. And
it's just a tribute, Coach, to the kind of shape these athletes are in to be able to play multi-sports the same day and make a contribution to their respective schools.
In lane 5, Pedro Luna has not reported for Harlingen, so lane 5 is empty. Oh, lane 1, false start. He will be done. He knows he's in a fast field, and he knows he's in the bottom part of the times. Try to get a good start. They're talking about if they walk back and turn his block, then he's done. And the judge walks in and turns the block, and he is disqualified. Back in the day, Mike, you could jump once and it didn't count. I don't think he knows that he's out.
So once they turn the block the way we see it there on our screen, that means you're done.
Yeah. Now, they can say the block slipped or the gun didn't fire correctly, and they can give him another shot. But the 2 judges there in the red shirts conferred, and they decide that he false started. The way they show that is by turning the block.
And you mentioned that before they would give you a second chance. Is that correct?
Yes. And then there was the time, I think internationally, it's still the whole field gets one jump.
And when did that change, Coach?
Gosh, I think back in the day when everybody got one, that everybody would take one. Because if you didn't get called on it, you had a heck of a start, and you might be out in front. So, like, if there's 8 runners, there was going to be 8 false starts. And finally it said, okay, wait, all of y'all get one. On the second one, you're disqualified.
So they kind of turned it into a little strategy, perhaps?
Well, of course they did.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, with anything that is world class, if I can get an edge, and in the 100, we're talking about eyelashes. So here we go. The 4th and final heat Mike, I believe following this, we'll have the boys 100-meter dash wheelchair. Last year's state qualifier, Joe Solis.
Oh, that's always fun to watch, Coach. I always enjoy
I
watching
see Joe
that
back
race.
there on the track ready to go. Looks like he's racing alone today, though. Nice clean start here. Heat 4 of the boys 100-meter dash. Middle of the track, Harlingen's Jose Garcia out front. Second place looked like it may have been Donna's Jose Serna. Get those picks. It's like we've lost our slow motion replay. You know, there was such great things going on in the track. I think asking for a second one, I burned it up a little bit, Mike. I'm not sure. But we'll get those results as soon as possible. Do you have anything? Let's get through them all now while we can.
Sure, absolutely, Coach. The girls' 3,200-meter run. 6th place was April Rosales out of Westlake East. 5th place was Jennifer Chacon out of Donna North. 4th place was Eileen Huerta out of Donna North. In 3rd place was Samantha Cienfuegos out of Westlake High. 2nd place was Destiny Longoria out of Westlake High. In 1st place with a time of 12:01.00 is Lisbeth Rivera out of Progreso Red Ants. Congratulations.
And here we go. You're going to see Westlaco's own state qualifier in the wheelchair division in the 100 and the 400, Joe Solis. Once again, alone here. 100-meter dash. And Joe's off and going. And that's Joe Solis. What an effort there. Mike, we've watched him get better and better as the years have gone. And he's not even had to correct his path. Nice straight and hard run there by Joe Solis from Westlaco High School. Congratulations, Joe, and good luck during the rest of this season. Looks like on our schedule, it says that we're going to have the flying projectile relay, which got renamed back in the day because there was one point in time where I didn't think the word fat was very nice to say out loud, because you used to go to track meets everywhere and they would have what they called the Fat Man Relay. Well, I was one of those. And I didn't appreciate it. They don't call the 100 the skinny guy 100, you know. So Coach Platt, I believe, came up with the term, the flying projectile relay. All that means is if you threw the shot or discus, boy or girl, today, then you're eligible to run in that race. Now, they've gotten technical at times during the years and wanted the 4 people's total weight to equal 800 because people started bringing in ringers, Mike.
Oh, wow.
You have a 200-pound running back, sneak him in the track meet, let him take last in the shot put, and then put him in the relay and then kill everybody in the relay. So they tried to make that legit, but it's one of the funnest races. It's not pointed, but and that sounds like that's what they're announcing for. It is fun. The kids look forward to it. Okay, if you're going to go, then I need you to go all in.
Right.
Join a sorority and be involved in stuff. And here we go in the flying projectile relays. And it looks to me like it may be Donna North and Harlingen South, the only 2 teams on the track. And holy cow, the young man from Harlingen South.
That's a young man, Coach, that threw the discus. For
out of sight? That's Sky Tatum.
That's Sky Tatum, correct.
What a great name for a guy that throws things into the sky.
Right.
Sky Tatum.
High in the sky, for sure, and far.
And here we go on the second handoff. There'll be 2 more. And, you know, Harlingen South are part of District 32-6A with the 2 Westlaco schools. But we will leave them and move on to 31-6A in a year. Looks like it's going to be an easy win in the flying projectile relay. Mike, I wouldn't call a real race this early, but with Biggins out there running, and I say Biggins because I was one and am one, you're not going to catch a guy that's 100 meters ahead.
Well, that would be that's a tough.
And he's about 100 meters because there goes Donna North. Yeah, it's about 85 meters right now. And they hand it off. Their anchor is a young lady who I'm sure is one of their throwers.
I believe that's Christian Cortez, coach.
Through the discus, 150 feet.
Yeah.
That's a girl, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got the wrong name.
Beg your pardon. Let's go back to my notes here. I think she was in the discus and the shot put here. Yeah, we covered a number of events here.
Yeah.
We just have a lot of notes.
They gave her a
written
lead.
down.
She's going to be able to come across in first place. And they're going to break 2 minutes, Mike. That's pretty impressive for a field event runner 4x200 meter relay. Congratulations.
I want to say that was Odemaris
Vidalis.
Yes.
Vidano?
Yes.
From Harlingen South?
Yes.
Very possibly could be. And there comes Donna North, and they ran a young lady last also. Congratulations to everybody in a very light field of the flying projectile relay. Only 2 of the 9 teams here chose to participate. I used to make, when I was the field event coach, now, you seniors can talk to younger guys in a run, and you don't have a run. But we're going to put a team out there.
Regardless.
Oh, yeah.
You want to
The
represent
only ones you
your
don't
school.
have power over the seniors. If they really fight against running, there's not much you can do. The rest of them you have in football off season. I can get you on Monday. So here we go. And she's happy to be winning.
It's a great feeling,
Hey, we
Coach.
got the replays back.
We got the replays back. But it's a great feeling, Coach, when you have a race like this and everybody's having a good time. And, they've already had a long day participating in field events. And then they're able to just contribute in this kind of race. And
People get a smile on their face when this happens. But I think it would be fun one meet to take all the guys that weigh under 140 pounds out to the shot put ring. And let's reverse it. Let's see what you can do over there.
Yeah, it's hard work, definitely. It's a lot of it's a big time commitment there.
So here we go, Mike. This will be the girls 4x200 meter relay. In lane 1, Donna. Lane 2, Wesco East. Lane 3, Westlaco. I'm sorry, lane 4, Westlaco. Lane 3 is Wesco East. Lane 4, Westlaco. Lane 5, Ed Couch Elsa. Lane 6, Mercedes. And in lane 7, Donna North. 4 girls running 200 meters each. The fastest qualifier, Westlaco, their time 1:45.50 reported. There is a huge stagger here in this race. And 6 teams are reported. I'm not sure if everybody's out there. I don't think I see anybody in 7, which would be Donna North. They have really changed the rules since I was an active track coach. Used to couldn't wear any kind of jewelry, couldn't wear hats, couldn't wear watches. I mean, there was so many things you couldn't do. And I was walking around today going, hey, that kid's wearing a hat throwing the discus. And they said, as long as it doesn't fall off, it's okay. Which is good, which we kind of fought about because we'd watch the Olympics. And they're running in jewelry, but they weren't letting the high school kids do it. So this will be the girls' 800-meter relay in the Jimmy Platt Mid-Valley Invitational. You're watching us live on the K-West Facebook page. Coach John Boswell and Mike Gonzalez bringing you the action from Westlaco's Bobby Lackey Stadium. Got the full K-West crew here. We will be back for the Meet of Champs coming up here later, I believe, this month.
2 weeks, I believe, Coach.
And baseball, softball, we're about to head into spring break. I know next week here in Westlaco, the boys baseball will play at Wesco and at Wesco East in the intercity rivalry during spring break. So here we go, girls 4x2. The team from Westlaco running well. And here goes the handoff right there. Nice handoff there.
400-meter dash
Jenna
girls,
Martinez
please report. 400-meter
to
dash girls, please
Lisa
report to
Marie
the center for your
Sanchez
number.
if they're running in the order that's reported. Right off her edge, Ed Couch-Elsa.
Official results for the girls 100-meter hurdles.
And here we come in to the second handoff.
In third place,
Nice smooth handoff there by Westlaco. Ed Couch-Elsa right now looks like they have second place. And Westlaco's Chantel Barrera opens it up and is flying down the back stretch. Ed Couch-Elsa in second. Looks like Mercedes is in third, but here comes Westlaco East on the charge. Nice easy handoff to Amity Ebarb. And Amity's gonna bring it home for the Lady Panthers. Ed Couch-Elsa in second. Looks like Westlaco East is gonna challenge for second.
Looks like Westlaco in the race
And
for
that
second.
would be Brisa Guzman. But let's see. Ebarb finishes for Westlaco first.
There you
And Westlaco East ends up second. In third will be Ed Couch-Elsa. Fourth, Mercedes. And Donna, fifth.
go. Great job, Westlaco East, Coach, to finish that race strong. We see here the end of the race here on the replay. Great job, Westlaco High there.
Well, yeah, Westlaco High, wall to wall, from Jenna Martinez on through all four runners. Great job.
The handoffs were
But taking
nice
the
and
baton,
clean.
Mike, from
For the
third or
boys,
fourth to
4x200
second,
relay.
Brisa Guzman, that's a great job in the girls' 4x200 meter relay.
Lane assignments, Progreso. Lane 2, Mercedes.
So your lane assignments
Lane
for the
3, Huntington
boys,
South. Lane 4, Westlaco.
800 meter
Lane
relay.
5,
Lane
Westlaco
1,
East. Lane
Progreso.
6, Ed Couch-Elsa.
2, Mercedes.
Lane 8,
In 3, we
Harlingen.
have Harlingen South. Lane 4, your fastest qualifier,
The previous
Westlaco.
meet record is held by
Lane
Westlaco
5,
East,
Westco East.
set in 2015 with a
Lane
time of
6,
1:31:11.
Ed Couch-Elsa. Lane 7, Donna North. And in lane 8, Harlingen. And Mike, following the 400 meters, we'll give them the first taste of the team scores. So we'll wait a couple more races and then we'll give them a taste. Right there you see from Westco East, the leadoff runner, Juan Carlos J.C. Vargas.
Oh, man, he's going to be missed here at Westco ISD and Westlaco East High School. What a terrific young man.
Well,
Very-
he's got a bunch of brothers and cousins, and
Yeah.
his brother Felix will be part of the Wildcat football team next year, and there's a couple other brothers in the pipe along with cousins, but JC will go on and do well. He and Roy and
Richard Lefevre.
Richard and some of the seniors this year
Judges.
really had great careers,
Are we
but
ready?
I think of Roy and JC as 4-year letterman. When's the last time you heard of a 4-year football letterman?
Ready on
4
two.
years in track, 4 years maybe in baseball, 4 years in maybe cross country, but in football,
Wow.
he was the starting free safety for the Wildcats as a freshman.
Yeah, and I mean, playing at a high level.
Yeah, and
as
had
a
interceptions
freshman,
and
yes.
returned kicks and was skinny as a board.
Kick returner, punt returner, running back, receiver,
he was-
quarterback.
He was so far down the chart, Mike, he wore number 35, I believe, that first year.
Oh, wow.
Second year wore 15, and then once Cito graduated, he became number 1.
That was his number, what, in middle school, I think,
I
right?
believe one, yeah. But-
either middle school or
But
even
when the guy
younger.
when the
but-
guy older and you's wearing it, you're not going to get it.
Sure.
So-
And I mean, Cito was also a guy I remember that he looked up to.
Well,
JC told me.
Cito moved from 15 to 1. So JC moved from 35 to 15.
Uh-huh.
And then when Cito graduated, he moved from 15 to 1, just like Cito did. But they're
So-
very different people. Cito's very quiet.
Yeah. Whoever wears number 1, though, for the Wildcats next year has some big-time shoes to fill.
I asked Ramsey Vasquez if that was going to be him, and he said, no, I kind of like 4.
He likes 4, huh?
I don't know if he'll change or not.
He had a great year
Yeah.
wearing that number, so maybe he should just stick with it.
Here we go, boys. 4x200 meter relay. And looks like we have a clean start and a huge stagger in this race.
Fifth place. These are the official results.
And I believe that
In fourth
is
place, Mercedes.
J.C.
In third
Vargas
place, Ed Calchosa.
really closing
In
ground
second
here.
place, Westlaco East. And your winner.
And it is. Let's see who he's handing off to. Clean exchange there. Is that Hector Muniz?
For the girls 4x200 meter relay,
I believe it
the team
is.
from Westlaco with a time of 1:45.90.
Now you think Harlingen's out in front, but I don't believe they are because of the stagger. It's going to be close. Let's check the handoff here. It's going to be close, but East got it. East is gone. Here we go. Let's go East. That should be Leo Alvarado. Westlaco has moved into second. That should be Luis Sanchez running the third leg. So we got Westlaco East, Westlaco Harlingen. Handoff to Derek Ibarra for Westlaco East and Alex Garza for Westlaco High. And Alex Garza, it looks like he was shot out of a cannon, Mike. And we're going to have a heck of a race, but it looks like Alex Garza pulls ahead here. And the winners are going to be the team from Westlaco in first place, the team from Westlaco East in second. And that may have been Harlingen South in third. And what a run by Alex Garza.
He came on strong, Coach, in the last 100 meter.
Well, look at the knee lift. Look at the arms.
Perfect.
And what strength in the 200.
Unofficially.
And your winner. Following the 400, when we get the results from the girls 400 meter dash and the boys 400 meter dash, we'll start giving you some updates on the team scores here from the Jimmy Platt Mid-Valley Classic, coming to you on K-West Live on the Facebook page. From Bobby Lackey Stadium, Coach John Boswell, along with the reporter Mike Gonzalez, the whole K-West crew on site, Vinny Berry on camera, Val Zamora on camera, Amadeo on camera. You got Joe Leal on the sound. You got the Queen, Darlene Gracia, upstairs. You got Mr. Palacios running the replay. And running the show tonight up in the box, Don Ramirez, the director. Good job, guys. Let's keep going. We're more than halfway done. And here we go, Mike. Heat 1 of the girls 400 meter dash. Lane 2, Adriana Gonzalez, Westco East. Lane 3, Summer Bermea, Donna. Lane 4, Cassandra Gonzalez, Progreso. Lane 5, Maribel Vigil from down in North. Lane 6, Sydney Alanis, Progreso. And in lane 7, Faith Garza, Progreso. Those are the listed runners in the girls 400 meter dash, Heat 1 of 3.
Looks like everything got squared away, Coach.
Yeah.
Whatever
it
situation
was,
they were in.
No harm, no foul. Not a hot day. A little bit windy. I'm not sure how the wind is. Still blowing decently. Again, we have technology and we don't want to use it. Says the wind is 14 miles out of the south-southeast. And we have a clean start in Heat 1 of the girls 400 meter dash. Out front there, Ed Couch Elsa. I believe that's Ed Couch Elsa. So am I looking at the wrong heat, or have they reheated? I'm not sure what's going on here.
Boys 400 meter dash, please report. Boys 400 meter dash, start reporting.
I wonder if we scratched a couple of heats here.
It's kind of hard to tell because they're kind of running
well, Ed
in an angle we can't see.
But Ed Couch Elsa runner is in Heat 2, according to my paperwork here. That might have been the holdup. They might have consolidated a heat or erased a whole heat. Because there's only 4 girls in this heat. In the first 2 heats, there were supposed to be 11 girls, 12 girls.
But now we have a neck and neck
Couch,
race here.
I would like to identify, but
Donna North is in second, it looks
Edcal
like.
Chelsea, Donna North, Donna, and Wesco East. I'm going to guess Adriana Gonzalez. I'm going to guess Amasis Cavazos from Edcal Chelsea, and Donna North, maybe Roxanne Galvan. Once we get those results, we'll let you know for sure. But let's see what we get on the track coming up here. I see a Weslaco Lady Panther coming up in the next heat. So I'm going to guess we're on to heat number 3 here.
And it looked like the 4th place finisher was a Weslaco East runner, possibly Adriana Gonzalez.
Right. So let's look at this heat and let's see if they jive with what it says is heat 3, which would be in lane 1, Aaliyah Garza from Weslaco. Lane 2, Samantha Belcher from Mercedes. Lane 3, Victoria Nguyen from Weslaco. Lane 4, Eleanor Arndt from Weslaco. Fastest qualifier with a time of 59.3. Mike, the only runner in the field to have broken 1 minute so far this year. Yasmin Martinez from Harlingen is in 5. Maria Elena Diaz from Wesco East is in 6. Brandy Garcia from Wesco East is in 7. And Lindsay Zamorano from Harlingen South is in 8. There's your fastest qualifier. And Mike, is she a senior, Eleanor, finally?
She is, Coach.
She seems like she has been around. We were talking about J.C. Vargas and guys that have been around forever. Feels to me like, yeah, and I'm sure the other track coaches in the Valley feel the same way. Feels like Eleanor's been here about 6 years.
Oh, yeah. Eleanor's a member of the 4x2 and the 4x4 relay teams that have the Valley record. She did it as a freshman. And Coach Amarguet is really, really going to miss her. She's really, really made a contribution to the program. She's a leader to this team. She means so much to Weslaco High School and the girls' track team. And yes, she's had a great career and a great year so far. In her
and her family is gung-ho track, and they're into it. And I believe that's her dad standing there just to the right of the time. And here we go, clean start in the girls 400-meter dash. We're expecting lane 4 to be the winner, but the young lady from Harlingen, Yasmin Martinez, decided to take off, but Eleanor says, that's okay, I'll catch you at the 200. And here she comes up on the 200-meter mark.
And it's amazing. It's amazing, Coach, how easy she makes it look. But
she's
it's
so
very
strong,
difficult.
Mike. Yeah. She's so strong. Just look at the consistency of stride. Now, she gets here at the 150 mark, but here Harlingen High is working their way back into the race. Eleanor tying up just a little bit right there. Mike, we're going to have a race here. A young lady from Harlingen and Eleanor Arndt, shoulder to shoulder. And the winner is going to be a pick'em, and it's going to be the young lady from Harlingen, Yasmin Martinez, is going to be your winner in the girls 400-meter dash. You know, Eleanor has a full day. She jumps, she runs on relays, and it's still semi-early in the season, but look at the young lady, because Eleanor ran her down once. Martinez re-caught her and then held off one of the best quarter-milers in the Valley, Eleanor Arndt.
You just got to give credit to the young lady from Harlingen, Yasmin Martinez. They're running a terrific race. Just kind of came out of nowhere, Coach, really. On that last circle over here, that last turn, she really made her move there and just passed Eleanor Arndt in the last, 100 meters perhaps, and just didn't look back. And you may be right, Coach. Perhaps Eleanor, long day for her. She already jumped, and she's been part of the relay teams. But yes, a terrific job by Yasmin Martinez out of Harlingen High.
Well, we all know, Mike, you know, track coaches don't let this news out a lot, but the only race that really counts is the one you have for district.
Absolutely. And in first place with a time of 59.62 is Yasmin Martinez. Congratulations to the young lady.
Yeah, she broke a minute for the first time this year. That's a nice job. And here comes heat one of the boys. 400-meter dash. Looks like we have a runner from Progreso, Santos Garcia. And there's a couple other runners in this race. Let's see if we can catch who they are. Looks like from Mercedes, possibly. That would be Ramiro Ortiz and Josue Fuentes.
And your winner of the girls 400-meter dash.
And in lane 2, the winner is going to be Ramiro Ortiz from Mercedes.
Great job there by the young man, finishing strong there. It's just the first heat, though, correct? So we're going to have
we
four heats.
got 4 heats here. Here they come off the straight. The 2 Mercedes runners are side by side. But Ortiz kicks it in here, and he'll be your winner in Heat 1, Ramiro Ortiz. Lane assignments for Heat 2. In Lane 2, John Animas from Weslaco East. Lane 3, Joe Solis from Weslaco. Lane 4, Victor Talavera from Harlingen. Lane 5, Leonardo Garcia at Donna North. And in Lane 6, from Donna North, Jose Pena. Those are the lane assignments for Heat 2. 4. Following this boys 400-meter dash, Joe Solis of Weslaco will get out there on the track and go for the 400-meter dash wheelchair division.
300-meter hurdles.
Looks like we have scratches in lane 3, which would be Joe Solis from Weslaco. I'm assuming a different Joe Solis. And in 7, nobody was scheduled to run in 7 in this heat.
Right, okay. So we only go up to
6.
2 to 6, and number 3 is scratched.
Right. Mike, you've got all this figured out, so next year you can be the lead man on the track, the track broadcast coming to you from K-West. I'm not going to say I won't be here, but I'm not going to say I will be.
Well, let's just say we'd like to have you here.
My time at WISD is running down again. It's happened 3 times. Left WISD in 1991 and left WISD again in 2014. But
now you're leaving a different family.
I'm leaving the K-West family.
You're leaving the K-West family, yeah.
I left the Panther family in 91, left the Wildcat family in 14. And here we come down. Looks like Donna North. No, is that Wesco East in lane 1? That's Wesco East, and Donna North on the outside. Is that lane
number 5?
5. That would be Leonardo Garcia in lane 5.
Next event,
John Animas and Wesco East in lane 2. And that's the Heat 2. Here we see it on replay. Coming down the bend here.
Second call for the boys.
Donna North kicking it in. And it'll be 1-2 as you see it right there. Donna North, Wesco East, and Heat 2. And lane assignments for Heat 3, Mike. In lane 1, Rodolfo Sandoval from Progreso. Lane 2, Jay Granados from Weslaco. Lane 3, Ryan Pena, Harlingen South. Lane 4, Robert Guerra from Donna. Lane 5, Jose Garcia, Wesco East. Lane 6, Carlos Guerrero from Edcal Chelsea. Lane 7, Alex Rincon, Mercedes. And in lane 8, Thomas Owens from Harlingen South.
Coach Owens has said?
Yes, it is.
Well, so let's see if perhaps our Coach Owens, head coach at Wesco East, is wearing a Harlingen South cap or something. T-shirt
maybe
underneath.
an undershirt.
Undershirt, yeah, where nobody could see it.
It's one of those where you can say run, 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 and you can be talking to your own runner in lane 5, Jose Garcia, or your son in lane 8.
Right, and it's okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for me to see Tommy out there. I know Thomas is pretty much most of his life, and he's a good young man, and he's from good stock. His dad was a great track athlete back in the day, and he's out there in lane 8. And it looks like we have a clean start.
All 300-meter girls report to the southeast side.
I'm not sure. Maybe lane 4, Donna's Robert Guerra is the scratch, Mike. It looks like there's
side.
No,
of
looks
the
like he's
stadium.
there. Somebody seems to be missing from the middle of the track. And
All
here
boys,
comes
300-meter boys, start reporting.
Jose Garcia from Wesco East making a push. And at the 100-meter mark, your leader here in heat number 3 in lane 5, Jose Garcia from Wesco East. Looks like Donna trying to close here at the end, but pretty much coast to coast. Your leader, your winner from Wesco East High School, Jose Garcia.
I think the one that was missing, Coach, that probably scratched was Carlos Guerrero out of Ed Couch Elsa.
There you go, lane 6. I was looking at 4 and it was 6. Yes, that's right. Nice job here down the stretch. See everybody working back in there. You see Jay Granados out of Wesco in lane 2. And here we go for the 4th and final heat in the boys 400-meter dash. Lane 1, Aaron Emiliano Reese from Harlingen. Lane 2, Richard Olzak, Wesco. Lane 3, Gabriel Gonzalez, Wesco. Lane 4, Cosme Ibarra from Donna. Lane 5, Crestoni Martinez, Harlingen South. Lane 6, Brandon Herrera, Donna North. Lane 7, Gira de los Santos from Ed Couch Elsa. And in lane 8, Joel Alanese from Wesco East. I don't currently see anybody in lane 8, Mike, so we may have a scratch there, and I don't see anybody in lane 7, so we may have a scratch there. Let's see if we can see any back inside. I see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so, and maybe lane 1.
Maybe lane 1, right.
Can't tell lane 1, but.
The 7 and 8 looks like for sure they'll be scratched.
Yeah, those will be the 4th and final heat in the 400-meter dash. We're getting to the part of the track meet where guys are starting to feel tired, starting to feel tight, and they're saying, Coach, if you want me to run a mile relay, you need to pull me out of the 400 because I won't have any gas left, you know, that kind of deal. And
So
I know that.
Kind of like in football, Coach, would you agree that adjustments have to be made?
Oh,
during
sure. The best coaches in any sport can make adjustments. That's why you have specialists, and that's why you have alternates. And you have a guy that I know I can run him in the quarter if I need to in the mile relay. Hope I don't have to, but I can. He's got an event open if I need him to. He'll do it. He won't complain. He'll go about his business and he'll run it. But yeah, you've got to be able to make adjustments. You've got to maybe change order because of somebody maybe runs the 300 hurdles and then has to turn around and run the mile relay, and you run them later in your order so he gets a little more rest. Instead of leading him off, maybe you run him third. That way he gets a little more rest before he has to run. So there's strategy in track. Most people don't think there is, but there is a little bit of strategy.
And as talented and superior these athletes are, they are human. They do get tired.
Oh yeah,
it's been a long day.
Well, I'm watching a lot of NCAA basketball going on, and I watch some NBA. And what do they talk about, Mike, on the back-to-backs? When a team plays a game today and then turns around and has to play one tomorrow, they could be leg weary. And it looks like we have a clean start here. And heat 4 of the boys 400-meter dash. And the runner from Harlingen South, Crestoni Martinez, there with the 5 on his hip, just jumped out of there.
It looks like the one making a move right now, Coach, is Cosme Ibarra out of Donna here
Yes.
as we make a turn here.
Cosme is running well. Cosme Ibarra, in fact, he may be in the lead because the staggered. Let's see when they turn towards the 100, getting a little dark there. But, yeah, they're neck and neck, Mike, with about 100 meters to go. And there comes Donna
Here they come.
and Harlingen South. Donna and Harlingen South. And it looks like Donna's going to pull through. And your winner is going to be Cosme Ibarra. Second place, Crestoni Martinez from Harlingen South. 1-2. And heat 4 of the boys 400-meter dash.
And we see a replay here, Coach. Cristone was trying to make one last move here, but Cosme was able to withstand it and finish strong there. Look at his determination there in his face, and a great job. Great effort by both runners.
Yeah, those Donna kids run tough. I spent a little bit of my time over there, and I know and here we go, Mike. Joe Solis in the boys wheelchair division, 400 meters. That is one lap. You want to talk about stressing your endurance. I dare any of you to find a friend who's got a wheelchair. Say, let me borrow it for just a minute. Jump in it and go around a track one time.
A whole lap.
Yeah, your hands will be like hamburger, and your arms will be so sore that you won't be able to move them for about a week. So Joe Solis here does a great job. Works hard at this, takes pride in this. And look, he has to go from a standstill. Now, once it gets rolling, it's a little bit better. But he also has to steer. He needs to stay as much as possible within that lane. They won't go crazy if he comes out of it a little bit, because the chair is almost as wide as the lane. But he's doing a great job here. Let's see if we can pick up his time at the 200 meters. So look at the triangle in his lane as he goes here. And the time is about 31.5, which would translate into a 63.
300-meter hurdles is
but
next.
he's already rolling, so he might,
hurdles all the way down.
if his endurance will hold out, he might break 63.
Boys and girls, start reporting to the southeast side.
And here he comes.
Joe Solis in lane 4.
See if he can break a minute. Nope, not quite, but what a row by Joe Solis, Weslaco High School. Everybody get up and give Joe a hand. Your state and regional qualifier from a year ago from Weslaco High School, wheelchair athlete Joe Solis. Congratulations, Joe.
Congratulations, Joe. What a terrific job there.
All right, so here we go. Heat 1 of the girls' 300-meter hurdles. Let's give lane assignments. In lane 2, Leah Solis, Weslaco. Lane 3, Cassandra Escobedo, Wesco East. Lane 4, Milka Tinajero from Harlingen. Lane 5, Arlis Munoz, Wesco East. And in lane 6, Brianna Moya from Mercedes. Those are the ones scheduled to run. Let's see if there are any scratches. Heat 2 will be the faster of the two heats. Fastest qualifier in Heat 2, Lisa Marie Sanchez from Weslaco. Following the girls 300 will be the boys. Then the 200-meter dash, boys and girls. The 1,600-meter run, boys and girls. And the Jimmy Platt 1,600-meter relay.
So in the 300-meter hurdles, Coach, they start on the far side and kind of work their way around the track.
Well, there's a common finish line, and there's only one direction you can run the 300-meter hurdles, because regardless of how the wind is blowing, you're either starting the race into the wind or finishing the race into the wind if there's wind. I see 3 runners out there, and Cassandra Escobedo is in lane 3. Milka Tinajero from Harlingen is lane 4. And on the outside from Mercedes in lane 6, Brianna Moya. And right now, Milka Tinajero from Harlingen has the lead. And minus a catastrophe, looks like she'll win Heat 1 of the girls' 300-meter hurdles. Out smooth. A little bit of a chop there heading over that hurdle. And her final hurdle and the finish, about 53 seconds unofficially. And that is heat 1. Your winner, wearing the number 4, Milka Tinajero from Harlingen. Here she is over the last couple, Mike.
Yeah, we see her clear the hurdles there. Outstanding job there. When you have a lead by that much, Coach, it kind of comes down to that, doesn't it? You just try to clear that hurdle and maintain your focus.
Right, you want to stay on stride. See the little choppy steps she's taking? That tells you that she lost her pace a little bit.
Yeah.
Hurdles, it's hard to loaf in because if you do, you're going to mess your steps up.
And in that last hurdle, it seemed to me like she kind of stumbled a little bit, like she almost lost her balance, but was able to keep her balance and finish the race strong.
Right. You know, your legs and lungs are yelling at you a little bit by that last hurdle in the 300s. So let's look at heat 2, lane 2, Desiree Sanchez, Harlingen. Lane 3, Jasmine Tulloch from Harlingen. Lane 4, Lisa Marie Sanchez, Westlaco. Lane 5, Marissa Lopez, Westco East. And in lane 6, Jada Lee, Edcouch Elsa. And Mike, we'll give a team score of the next girls' results we get. I don't remember hearing a girls' team score yet.
Yes, this would be the first one once we get results from an event.
Everybody down in the infield.
Guys, it's been a fun day here. We've had a little bit of rain, but a year ago we lost half of the field events, Mike, if you remember, due to a hard rain. It was never a hard rain, but a pretty constant wind today, but never super hot, maybe in the 70s for most of the day. Currently, the temperature is 72 degrees, and the wind is out of the southeast at 13 miles an hour. And
if you remember last year, Coach, the meet actually got delayed for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, because of the rain.
Because of the rain. So it was great to see that Mother Nature cooperated for the most part today.
And it looks like we have 4 girls running here in this heat. And on the inside lane, trying to pick out who we have running here.
It looks like Lisa Marie Sanchez of Westlaco, though, has the upper hand.
So we've got Tulloch and Sanchez.
With Tulloch there making a move in lane 3.
And Westlaco, Lisa Marie out in front, followed by Tulloch, I believe. Tulloch takes the lead. We're going to have a race here at the end, Mike. Can't make any mistakes. The longer legs, let's see. Tulloch trying to hold on. And she gets over that one smoothly. Your winner is going to be out of Harlingen in lane 3, Jasmine Tulloch, followed by Lisa Marie Sanchez of Westlaco.
And I think Desiree Sanchez in lane number 2 came in 3rd in this heat.
Well, you have the injured knee on the young lady, Marissa Lopez from Westlaco East. But right here, Tulloch catches up and uses her length, Mike. Look how smoothly she gets over these last couple of hurdles, and she's the winner. And you're right, the other young lady from Harlingen, Sanchez, in 3rd place. So once we get this race started, you can give us a team score. Here we go. Heat 1 of the boys, 300-meter hurdles. Guns up. And a clean start. Okay, Mike, give us a quick team rundown.
All right, Coach. After 15 events, we have 3rd place Edcouch Elsa with 81 points. 2nd place is Westlaco East with 124 points. And currently in 1st place is Westlaco High with 165 points.
And charging out to the lead here, Mike, in lane 3, our boy Juan Carlos Vargas. You know, JC's been a really good hurdler through the years, but because of injuries and played baseball last year and many other things, he hasn't hurdled much this year, but he's going to run a heck of a time here, right around 41 seconds. Your winner of heat number 1, J.C.
In
Vargas.
6th place from Weslaco
That,
East.
that could get you in the money, Mike.
Alexander Escobedo in 5th place from Weslaco
The fastest
East.
qualifying
Marisa
time,
Lopez.
39.84. The third fastest time, 41.4.
And we see here in the replay, Coach, he tripped over one of the hurdles there, was able to clean this one here, but then on this one, looked like, yep, he got
Seemed chopping a step just a little.
Yeah.
Jasmine Tillich.
Almost lost his balance, but was able to hang in there and finish strong there.
Coach Noel Villarreal does a great job with hurdlers there at Wesco East. Back in the day, he ran hurdlers for me at Donna High School and does a nice job. So here we go. Lane assignments for Heat 2. Lane 1, Ethan Alvarado from Weslaco. Lane 2, Ryan Ramirez from Mercedes. Lane 3, Ethan Rodriguez from Donna.
Arnold Engineers, are we
Lane
ready?
4, Randall Lopez, Harlingen South. Lane 5, Israel Alegria, Mercedes.
Ready, Mr.
Lane
Stark.
6, Brandon Davila from Mercedes. And in lane 7, Jaime Hernandez from Ed Chelsea. Mike, when's the last time you saw a race with two guys named Ethan in the same race?
Good question. Very good question.
I don't know that I know two people named Ethan, but I do now. Ethan Alvarado from Weslaco and Ethan Rodriguez from Donna. Good luck to everybody here and Heat 2 of the boys 300-meter hurdles.
Absolutely. Should be a great race.
Once again, don't give up on us. There will be a package on the field events and races run before we went on the air. So anything prior to the 400-meter relay will be involved in the highlight package put together by K-West and the boss man himself, Carlos Robledo. So stay tuned for that. And here's the start of Heat 2. Remember, J.C. Vargas, what did we say, ran about a 41, 42 in the first heat? Let's see what this heat does. There's a lot more runners. Looks like a young man from Mercedes, maybe Davila, trying to catch the lane there. Maybe in lane 5, maybe it's Alegria,
Here they come.
Mike. But in lane 1, Ethan Alvarado from Weslaco nearly knocks himself down with that hurdle. And here comes Harlingen South, and he does go down. Harlingen South picks it up. He's got one hurdle to go, and he crosses at about 43.5. The runner from Harlingen South, Randall Lopez, the winner of heat number 2. Young man from Weslaco, you've got a feel for him, Mike. Ethan Alvarado right now is in the lead. Little rough over that hurdle, but then he gets into trouble, I believe, right here and goes down. Hope he's all right.
It looks like he just mistimed that jump, Coach, on the hurdle. And he's still on the ground there. They're checking on him to see if he's okay. The trainers are out there.
He clipped the hurdle before he fell, which got him off rhythm, got him off step. He tried to calculate going over that one. Anytime I see a runner go down like that, the natural response is to try to catch yourself. So he's being taken care of by the right people, and we're going to move up now and run the third and final heat of the boys 300 hurdles.
On a personal level, Coach, you mentioned about injuries. I used to be a basketball player, and I mean, the most common injury I would get are those sprained ankles.
Oh, sure.
Very painful. But in middle school, Coach, I actually broke my thumb the week of our last game of the season. And, you know, that was tough. That was really tough to go through. But, you know, like you say, it's part of life. And, you know, you try to turn it into a positive and just kind of still you experience a good year with your teammates and your coach and the bonding that takes place.
Well, you learn a lot about yourself when you recover from stuff like that. Your teammates
Absolutely.
like you, and chicks dig scars. So here we go. The third and final heat of the girls 300-meter hurdles. I borrowed that from a movie. I forget what movie it is, but it is true.
Well, there was a commercial, if you remember, with Greg Maddox and Tommy Glavine in the late 90s. It said, chicks dig the long ball, and they're both pitchers.
Right. So here we go. The fastest qualifier is in lane 4. That is Roel Renteria of Harlingen, the only runner in the field who had broken 40 seconds. And there he is in lane 4 and in a comfortable lead, being chased down by his teammate, I believe, Manuel Conde. Looks like he's going to stay under 40 seconds, Mike, and he will be your winner. It's going to be interesting, though, to throw J.C. Vargas's time, which I'm not sure what his official time was back in Heat 1, but he's going to be in the top 6, I do believe.
Yeah, that's a pretty...
There's Conde following in lane 3. In lane 2, I see Alvaro Medrano there. Let's see if we can pick out the winners. There's first place.
That's a big, strong young man.
Harlingen
right there,
second, Alvaro Medrano third. So we'll get those results in just a moment. So let's look at Heat 1. Lane assignments, girls 200-meter dash. Lane 3, Leah Solis, Westlaco. Lane 4, Marlon Medrano, Progreso. Lane 5, Jacqueline Estrada, Donna. And then lane 6, Maribel Vigil, Donna North. There are 4 girls registered to run. I see 3. That would be Solis, Medrano, and Estrada.
Well, we can pick up Westlaco for sure, as they're
Right.
in purple and Progreso's in red.
And Donna.
And Donna. Looks like maroon there,
Yeah,
sir. You're right.
The gold and maroon.
The gold and maroon.
I don't know if they're the Lady Redskins or the Bravettes.
Bravettes, I believe.
Kind of went
Yeah.
through. They kind of went through the changes that Westlaco did, going from Pantherettes to Lady Panthers, and I've never understood any of that. There's no such thing as a Lady Panther. I went to the zoo once, Mike, and they had panthers, but they didn't have one cage with a Lady Panther in it.
No Lady Panther, huh?
No, but there were some female panthers there,
Oh, wow.
but there was no Lady Panthers.
Ah.
And here we go. Coach Tony Trejo out there, one of the starters. Wearing the rain cover on his hat tonight. I'm sure Coach Platt is sitting laughing at Tony with that on.
We see Leah there not using the blocks.
Yeah, again, you're running a 200-meter dash and you're not in the blocks. I don't understand it. But I'm not her coach, so not much I can do. She's running pretty well, though, Mike. She's going to make the turn. Oh, somebody's hand decided to be really cute. And Leah Solis is going to end up the winner of heat number 1 in the girls' 200-meter dash. Let's see if we can kind of guesstimate a time here. About 29
for the boys 300-meter
for Leo
hurdles.
Solis.
In 6th
I hope
place.
there's some security around it.
Leah Solis was a member of the Lady Panther basketball team.
So she hasn't had much time to get out here and train, has she?
Nah, not really.
I'll guarantee you, Mike, in 3 weeks when we get around district or meet a champs, when she's had some time and they can get her in the blocks and stuff, just think how much faster this time is if her first step is forward, not backward.
Right. She's in basketball shape, which is pretty good shape, but there's a difference between basketball and track.
You're looking at 84 feet. You're looking at 200 meters.
Right.
We're talking 600 feet as opposed to 84 feet. That's a little different. Here we go. Lane assignments for heat 2. Lane 2, Nicole Trevino, Progreso. Lane 3, Denise Acuna, Donna North. Lane 4, Nicole Rodriguez, Donna. Lane 5, Sofia Martinez, Westco East. And lane 6, Jasmine Flores, Mercedes. There's going to be 4 heats of this. I thought only 3, Mike. I misspoke. There's going to be 4 heats. This is heat 2.
And it looks like all the runners are
all 5
are in place.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 1 without the blocks. And they're off clean. Looks like Mercedes, Jasmine Flores right now, jumps out to the lead. Running smooth, Mike. Think she's going to win this thing pretty easily. Out of lane 6 from Mercedes, Jasmine Flores.
1,600-meter runners, please report.
And she crosses at about 27.
Mile relay runners, please check
Nice
in
smooth
and
run by
receive your
her
numbers.
out of lane 6.
in the
No, she
200
just
meter
exploded,
dash.
Coach, as soon as the gun sounded and
record for
just
the
did
girls.
not look back at all.
Set by
Well, you know,
Gigi
this may be
Cortez
another
from Sharon
case
High
of a girl
School
coming out
back
of
in
basketball,
2001,
like we
with a
saw
time
with
of
Leah Solis that didn't have a
25:37.
time reported. Now down the road, she's going to be able to report a time and get a lane. We saw that with J.C. Vargas in the 300-meter hurdles. He didn't have a time reported in the 300s. Ends up third in the meet. But there's your winner, Jasmine Flores. Lane 3 lane assignments, heat 3 lane assignments. Andrea Martinez down in North in 1. Adriana Gonzalez from Wesco East in 2. Anahi Galindo from Mercedes in 3. Faith Garza Progreso in 4. Madison Grant from Harlingen South in 5. Julissa Torres from Progreso in 6. Selma Hurtado from Donna North is in 7. And in lane 8, Tatiana Epperson from Donna. Heat 3. Fastest qualifier in lane 4, Faith Garza Progreso. Fastest qualifier, Mike, is working without locks.
Well, I guess the strategy is paying off for some of these runners that are comfortable without them.
Looks like lane 1, lane 4, and lane 7, no blocks. The lady from Harlingen South jumps out, and that would be Madison Grant in lane 5. But here comes Faith Garza from Progreso, closing the gap, Mike, and here she's about to take the lead. And the winner of this heat, Faith Garza from Progreso. Nice run by Faith Garza.
What a great race that was, Coach. A great run there by Faith Garza. They're just coming on strong there, as you can see
Well,
there
look
in
at
the
the
turn.
gap right here, Mike. Watch when they pass these little triangles. 1,001, about 2 seconds behind right there. Look at the distance right there.
And she just turns up the heat right here. She just turns it up and is able to catch up.
The young lady from Mercedes
to Madison
also
Grant.
running well. That's Anahi Galindo. She fades here at the end, but look at Progreso. Not often you see, what are they, 4A?
The 4A, yes.
Clip a girl from 6A.
And you know what, Coach? I know throughout the years, Progreso has had a pretty healthy cross-country and track team. And, you know, coming here to the Jimmy Platt Invitational against 5A, 6A schools, I mean, it makes them better regardless of where they finish. And it's got to give Faith Garza that much more confidence moving forward.
Well, here comes the hot heat. Heat number 4, lane 1, Alyssa Barnes, Harlingen. Lane 2, Giselle Flores, Mercedes. Lane 3, Natasha Hartman, Harlingen South. Lane 4, Mallory Granum from Harlingen South. Lane 5, Yasmin Martinez from Harlingen. Lane 6, Jenna Martinez, Westlaco. Lane 7, Giovanna Elizondo, Wesco East. And in lane 8, Brianna Alvarado, Edcal Chelsea, your fastest qualifier in lane 4. Mallory Granum, and she also won the 100-meter dash. And here we go, Mike. And right in the middle of the track, Harlingen South and Harlingen High. And right now, Natasha Hartman takes the lead. Here comes Granum, though, and she flies by her at the end, as does Harlingen. Harlingen tries to pull it up, and Granum, Mallory Granum, followed by Yasmin Martinez and Natasha Hartman, Harlingen South, Harlingen and Harlingen South.
This would have been a great finish. Say there was an extra 100 meters to run there. It looks like Yasmin Martinez was getting ready to make a move or surpass Mallory Granum, but just ran out of space, I guess would be the right word.
Well,
to
the
use.
early lead was Natasha Hartman jumped out. Then Granum pulls ahead right here, Mike. But here comes Martinez, and she's closing ground, 1, 2, 3, in the girls' 200-meter dash. Heat number 4, we'll have those results. Mike, it looks like we have William Pettis in lane 2. And in lane 4, we have Damian Juarez, and in lane 5, Dante Castillo. You want to hit us with a girls' team score there after that?
Well, they didn't have that information.
Oh, they didn't
Coach.
throw it on? We'll
They
get it
didn't-
on the next race.
We'll get it on in the next race, yes.
That's all right. I just thought we could catch people up there. And we got a clean start here in Heat 1 of the boys 200. And that is from Ed Couch Elsa, Damian Juarez. Out front, though, running smooth in lane 2, William Pettis down the north. So your winner of Heat 1 from Donna North, William Pettis. They're wearing the number 2 on his jersey. Ed Couch kind of tries to jump out here early, but Pettis has good high knee lift, good arm action, straight down the lane, and the winner from Donna North, William Pettis. Lane assignments for Heat 2. Jared De Los Santos is in lane 1 from Ed Couch Elsa. From Ed Couch Elsa in lane 2, Mark Barco. Lane 3, Corbin Hendrick from Harlingen South. Lane 4, Daniel Espinoza, Donna. Lane 5, Alan Amaya, Progreso. Lane 6, Brandon Herrera, Donna North. Lane 7, Derek Ayala, Ed Couch Elsa. And in lane 8, Leo Cavazos from Donna North. Once again, looks like some of the guys have pulled themselves out. I see a runner in lane 1, lane 3, 4, and 6.
Nobody in 7 and 8, it doesn't look like, Coach.
1 is De Los Santos, lane 3, Hendrick, lane 4, Espinoza, and 6, Herrera. This is Heat 2. And it looks like Harlingen South Hendrick. On the inside, Ed Couch Elsa's. Oh my goodness, on the outside. In lane 6, Mike, Brandon Herrera, Donna North is going to be your winner here in Heat 2. Kind of didn't see him out there flying, but he did a nice job there. He is. The Chief, he's on the outside, and it's kind of hard to ignore, but once they come off this curve, right there, he decides to kick it home. And the winner of Heat 2 from Donna North, Brandon Herrera.
Donna North, Coach, very young program there, and got going several years ago, and I know they've already had some success. Their volleyball team, I think, made the playoffs, or I know that's a program that, they're growing. It takes some time, Coach, and I know
think they've had some cross country maybe success.
Yes, I think they won a state.
Possibly.
I think so. Yes. So they have some runners over there, and a great run there.
Okay,
Great
so
job.
let's look at Heat 3 here, Mike. Let's see if we can pick up who's out there instead of reading everybody's name. Looks like there's a young man in lane 2. That would be Mark Ledesma from Mercedes, one of the Ledesma boys. Jaime Banuelos from Huesco is in lane 3. In lane 5, you have Jose Serna, Westlaco East. In lane 6, you have Marcos Chavez from Donna. Lane 7, Jorge Arredondo from Progreso. And in lane 8, Christian Pettis from Harlingen South. So here we go. Heat 3, boys 200-meter dash. It's like a clean start. Guys on the inside running well. Really even right there. Lane 6 may be ahead. That would be Marcos Chavez from Donna. He is in the lead. Second place currently Jaime Banuelos. And Jaime's going to end up second, so your winner there in lane 6, Marcos Chavez from Donna, wearing the white top and the maroon bottom. pretty much in the lead from that point on. Banuelos in 3. Ledesma in 2 fight it out on the inside.
Yeah, Ledesma, coach, giving a great effort there right next to Jaime for second there. But Jaime was able to finish strong there, put his head down, and got that second place finish in this heat.
I've got to imagine they throw him in the car, put him in a baseball uniform, and take him to Edinburgh. I believe they have a baseball game coming up in a couple hours here, Mike.
This is probably his last race, correct?
It is. He told me 100 and 200.
So this is it.
So let's look at lane assignments for heat number 4. In lane 1, Matt DeSantiago from Weslaco. Lane 2, Jose Garcia, Harlingen. Lane 3, Alex Garza, Weslaco. Lane 4, Crestoni Martinez, Harlingen South, fastest qualifier. Lane 5, Isaac Aguilar from Harlingen. Lane 6, Sammy Galindo, Mercedes. Lane 7, Dimas Alvarez from Wesco East. And in lane 8, Matthew Ledesma, Mercedes. Fastest qualifier again, lane 4, Crestoni Martinez, Harlingen South. He's run 22.09, Mike, so far this year.
That's a pretty fast time for a 200-meter run.
Yes, it is.
Yes. So this should be a really good race there.
You never know who's going to wander in, Mike. We just had a celebrity wander into the room.
That's right. Wesco High School principal, Yvette Morales.
And here we go, Mike, in the boys' 200-meter, the 4th and final heat. And looks like Weslaco may go 1-2 here, Mike. Can they hold on? They do. 1-2. Matt DeSantiago and Alex Garza, I believe, went 1-2 in the 4th and final heat. They got shot out of a cannon there, Mike.
It looked like Crestoni Martinez from Harlingen South came in 3rd. But watch this turn, coach, and then watch the 2 young men from Weslaco just turn it up here.
Well, I've been impressed all day with Alex Garza. I knew Matt DeSantiago could run. I've seen him run enough in football to know he can run. But Alex Garza has been, he may not be a secret to everybody, but he has been a little bit to me. And he's going to be your winner there in heat number 4.
From Weslaco East. Second place, picking up the silver from Ed Couch Elsa, Mackenzie Contreras. And your first place winner, bringing home the gold, Sierra Gonzalez with a throw of 34.08 and a half. To the girls' discus now. And in 3rd place, it was Orimaris Vidano. In 2nd place, Natalie Soto from Donna North. And from Weslaco High School, another gold for Sierra Gonzalez, a throw of 131.06. Moving on now to the boys' shot put from Weslaco East, Jacob Banda picks up 3rd. From Harlingen South, Chase Harrell with the silver. And your gold medal winner for the 2nd year in a row, Andrew Ott from Harlingen South with a throw of 55. To now the boys' discus. In 3rd place from Harlingen South, Christian Cortez. In 2nd place, Benjamin Ruiz. And a clean sweep for the Harlingen South Hawks as Sky Tatum brings home the gold in the discus with a throw of 181 and a half. In the girls' long jump, from Ed Couch Elsa, the bronze goes to Shayna Alvarado. The silver from Weslaco East, Brisa Guzman. And bringing home the gold, senior from Weslaco High School with a jump of 17.04 and a half, Eleanor Arndt. In the boys' long jump from Weslaco High School, Richard Olzak with the bronze medal. Picking up 2nd from Harlingen High School for the Cardinals, Jose Garcia. And from Weslaco East for the Wildcats, Alvaro Medrano with a jump of 20.09 is your winner in the long jump. Moving on to the triple jump now. In 3rd place, Lisa Marie Sanchez from Weslaco High School. In 2nd place, Eleanor Arndt for the Lady Panthers. And bringing home the gold from Weslaco East, Brisa Guzman with a jump of 35 0975. In the boys triple jump, it was Alvaro Medrano from West Loco East in third. Second place, Gabriel Gonzalez from West Loco High School. And your winner from Harlingen South, Adrian Morales, with a jump of 42.10. In the pole vault from West Loco East, third place goes to Allison Rogers. Second place, Brianna Alvarado from Ed Couch Elsa. And tying a record at the Jimmy Platt Invitational, Bianca Cardenas with a jump of 12 feet. On the boys now, from Harlingen, Luke McNabb picking up third. Second place from Harlingen South, Marcus Ramirez. And picking up and setting a new meet record, John Zapata with a vault of 15.06. In the girls' high jump, Ariadna Garza from Donna North, Ziria Garcia from Mercedes, and winning the gold in the girls' high jump from Harlingen South with a jump of 5.01, Anel Rodriguez. On the boys' side in the high jump, Daniel Ramirez from Harlingen. In second place, Adrian Morales from Harlingen South. And your winner from Mercedes High School with a jump of 6.02, Caleb Arthur.
And we're back live on the Facebook K-West page. And I'd like to thank Carlos Robledo, Val Zamora, Vinny Barry for those highlights. And up will be the girls' 1,600-meter run. Like I said, we're down to 5 more races. Once again, up in the box, Mr. Palacios running the replays. Jolie Al on the audio, running the show up there. The Queen, Darlene Gracia, and the man with the plan, Don Ramirez on the camera. Amadeo Briones, Val Zamora, Vinny Barry. And this is the crew from K-West, Coach John Boswell, along with Mike Gonzalez.
And let's give a shout out to a newcomer, Coach. I just saw him earlier here talking with Carlos Robledo, Mike Palacios.
Well, he's not a newcomer.
Well, he's not a newcomer.
He's a recomer.
He's a recomer, yes. He was a member of the K-West family.
Original, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or thereabouts.
I mean, he used to be the chief photographer here at K-West and then left for another career.
What he thought was greener
back.
Pastures, and he found out that grass sometimes greener where you were.
And we're happy to have him, Coach. That's going to be an excellent addition to our team. And it's great to have him here.
Absolutely.
Drop by and say hello. And, it's the first time that we'll see him in person since he was offered and accepted the job.
Yeah, and when is he officially on right now?
He will officially start with us in April, Coach.
Okay, so
April
after
the
spring break.
3rd, I believe,
Yeah, okay.
yes.
So welcome, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Now we can't just say Mike anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be a little tricky for a little while there in the K-West studio.
And here we go. Mike, you've got the results of the boys 200?
Yes, sir.
Let's give it.
Boys 200-meter dash. In 6th place was a Jose Serna from Wesco East. 5th place was a Matthew Ledesma out of Mercedes. In 4th place was Isaac Aguilar out of Harlingen. In 3rd place was Crestoni Martinez out of Harlingen South. In 2nd place was Matthew De Santiago out of Wesco High. And in 1st place, Coach, with a time of 23.02 is Alex Garza out of Wesco High. And the team rankings after 18 events, we have, where do we start, Coach? 5th place maybe?
Sure.
Okay, 5th place is Mercedes with 85 points. In 4th place is Harlingen High with 95.50 points. 3rd place is Wesco East with 98 points. 2nd place is Wesco High with 105. And in 1st place is Harlingen South with 133 points.
So all of those 200 guys did a good job there for Wesco and popped them over East in the 2nd place. And here we go. We're on, looks like Progresso. That would be Lisbeth Rivera. And who's that chasing her? Wearing the number 6, Samantha Salazar from Wesco East. 1-2 here in the girls' 1,600-meter run. Once again, you're watching the K-West Live Facebook page, Jimmy Platt Mid-Valley Invitational, coming to you from Wesleco's Bobby Lackey Stadium. And it's our pleasure to bring you these events on K-West, whether it be academic or athletic. highlighting the student athletes from WISD, which is what, Mike, WISD?
It is the right choice, Coach.
It sure is. And it's been a choice that I've been a part of on and off since 1985. And, you know, all good things must come to an end, but it's been a pleasure. And you said it earlier, you know, back in the 80s, I was part of the Panther family. And in the 2000s, I was part of the Wildcat family. And now I'm part of the K-West family. And it's been a great experience, and you guys have taken really good care of me. And it's something I'll miss.
And Coach, you were part of the brains, weren't you, behind the stadium that we have here today?
Well, yeah, I was involved. I was a coach when we were the Lost Boys for 2 years with no stadium. And there was a big fight about rebuilding Barbie Field over there by Central, where you had to bus into a game or put it on a dump. This site was a dump.
Yeah, or what we would call Monte.
Yeah, and we spent months and months picking glass and wire and metal and tires and stuff out of this area. And the original name of the stadium was Panther Stadium.
And for the young ones, Coach, that are perhaps 20 or under, back in those days, this is all we had. It was the stadium was pretty much
well, there was
the
no
place to
locker
come
rooms here.
And
we had to walk all the way back to the high school
right
at halftime.
And I think there was a gas station right across the street
yeah,
where the real bank is.
The
That was a
Chuck
gas
Wagon?
station. Yeah, the Chuck Wagon, correct.
Yeah.
And what we have now is CC's and Buffalo's and some of these other chain restaurants.
Kmart
Did come in 1994, but before that was nothing.
It was a field. Well, Panther Drive was sugarcane.
Yeah, that's
and Kmart
right.
and and the Kmart.
Kmart was across the street on Business 83.
The H-E-B warehouse in H-E-B.
Yeah,
they were not there.
They were not there.
That was just fields. And Green Acres was over here where
that's right. Where Sonic and El Paso's at.
Those places.
That was a popular place for teenagers like myself in those days.
And play miniature golf and stuff.
Oh, it was a blast, Coach. I miss Green Acres a lot. I hope that we bring a miniature golf course place here in Westlaco in the community. It was such a great place to be and for kids to go to.
Well, I'm glad they put the bowling alley back, and then they took it out again, but now we have another one, so it's okay.
Sure.
But out here in the front here, Lisbeth Rivera, Progresso, running the 1,600-meter run. She's got a nice, comfortable lead. 4 minutes, 55 seconds right now. Her qualifying team time was 5 minutes, 28.78 seconds. So let's see if she comes close to her own best time here. She's going to have to move. No one's really pushing her. She crosses the 100 at 5:15, so she's got to do 100 in about 13 seconds. Let's see how she does. We're looking to see if she beats 5:28.78, and then she will not. 5:28, there we go. 5:30. The easy wire-to-wire win out of the young lady from Progresso, followed by Westlaco's Destiny Longoria. And I believe in third was Wescoe's Samantha Salazar.
Yeah, we see a few of these athletes kind of falling down into the turf there. And
well, the word is spent, Mike.
Okay.
You know, for these distance runners, that's it. They've maybe run the 2 mile earlier, ran the half mile, maybe ran the 4x8. But here's our winner. Nice and smooth run. I believe she also won the 3,200-meter run. Lisbeth Rivera from Progresso. Congratulations, Progresso. You've made a nice showing here with the athletes you had in the Jimmy Platt Mid-Valley Classic. And talk about today. Back in the day, the Progresso kids went to Westlaco.
Yes.
They didn't have a
before school. Yeah, before they had a high school, they would come. They were zoned to Westlaco. Maybe a few went to Mercedes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yes,
I
know a lot of them.
I remember when they opened up Progresso and we played, our sophomores played their varsity in football. And it was interesting. So let's look at these guys scheduled to run the 1,600-meter run. I'm going to hit the names quickly. Dominic Cavazos, Mercedes. Art Benavides, Harlingen. Everardo Esparza, Progresso. Antonio Sanchez, Westlaco. Christian Martinez, Ed Chelsea. Julian Fuentes, Mercedes. Albino Rodriguez, Ed Chelsea. Edward Ramos, Harlingen. Lupe Reyes, Mercedes. Fernando Escobar, Harlingen. Gerardo Gallardo, Progreso. Abram Maldonado, Wesco East. Jorge Ponce, Donna North. Abdiel Ramirez, Donna. Jorge Figueroa, Westlaco. Gilbert Palomo, Donna North. Sammy Reese, Harlingen South. Manuel Martinez, Donna. Jonathan Vega, Progreso. Edgar Matkos, Donna North. Oziel Madrigal, Donna. Mark Cardona, Ed Chelsea. Angel Pettis, Harlingen South. Isaac Martinez, Wesco East. David Burciaga, Wesco East. Idol Ramos, Harlingen South. And Christian Longoria, Westlaco.
That was a lot, Coach.
Well, I just used up the same amount of energy doing the introductions as they will running the mile. I doubt it.
And as you can see, Coach, how some of those runners kind of start up front a little bit, and some of them kind of start
it's a
over here.
stagger so that you don't have such a crowd at the start line where people fall down because of the shape of the track. You're able to do that, and it all works itself out.
And how do they separate you? Do they split you up, or?
I believe they put the faster guys outside so they can work their way in. It depends on different races, but that's what happened there. Who's that out front early, Mike? Can you tell?
It looks like it's a Westlaco Panther, Coach, trying to get the number on the hip.
That would be Antonio Sanchez wearing a 4. We lost our light. I don't know what happened to our light, but maybe, okay, Mike's going to help us out because I'm getting to the point where I can't read the papers because they turned our lights out. Yeah. All right. That high-tech light switch. And yes, it is, Mike. But here comes the guys from Mercedes. Now, you got to remember, in the 3,200-meter run, they went 1, 2, 3, and then 3 of those guys moved on to the 4x8 team that won easily. And I'm going to almost guarantee you that those same guys are in this meet. Dominic Cavazos with a time of 4:21.68 is the fastest qualifier. So let's see how he does. And Mike's got the results of the girls' 1,600-meter run.
All right, Coach. The results are 6th place, Savannah Mendez out of Wesco High. In 5th place is Yaremi Cobos out of Mercedes. In 4th place is Natalie Garcia out of Westlaco. In 3rd place is Samantha Salazar out of Westlaco East. In 2nd place is Destiny Longoria out of Westlaco. And your 1st place winner with a time of 5:34.87 is Lisbeth Rivera out of Progreso. And the team rankings after 17 events, we have, we'll start in 5th place, Coach, is Harlingen High with 45 points. 4th place is Harlingen South with 72 points. In 3rd place is Ed Couch Elsa with 81 points. Westlaco East, 2nd place with 131 points. And in 1st place is Westlaco High with 182 points.
So there's nothing that can happen to keep Westlaco from winning the girls' division. They're 50 points ahead. Even if they don't run, 20 points does not make them lose. So Coach Almaguer and girls, I know you still want to win the mile relay and probably have it at the best reported time so far. Congratulations early, and we'll say it again when it is official. But we're here in the middle of the boys' 1,600-meter run. Let's see if we can tell who that is out front. Could be Everardo Esparza from Progreso out there in the white top. There's also Art Benavides from Harlingen. And I'm guessing Dominique, yes, number 1. I see number 1, number 2. That's Benavides and Cavazos. Mercedes and Harlingen. And there goes Mercedes. He said that was enough of that. I'm going to go now. He kicked early.
Just like we talk about Progreso, Coach, Mercedes, they also have a fine track and field team. Cross country always do very, very well. And this is very good competition.
Well, just think through the year, some of the guys that have come through Mercedes They've had sprinters.
Albert Chavez, I know,
Albert
was
Chavez
quarterback.
was
It was
quarterback,
a great athlete.
but their running back,
Alex Trevino.
Alex Trevino.
Yes.
State ranked 200, 100-meter guy. They've had distance runners. They've had throwers. They've had all kinds of different events. But this is going to be an easy win for Dominic Cavazos. He's going to double up, actually triple up, because he was one of the main runners on the 4x8 team. Looks like Art Benavides is going to be second. And Cavazos has run a lot faster than 4:30, but that's what he ran today, 4:30. I see Weslaco's Antonio Sanchez get involved there. So Weslaco is going to add a few more points to their total on the boys division. And Mike, we're down to 3 races. The last girls race of the day is about to come as the boys finish up. I know our man Don Ramirez is ready to tell Mr. Palacios to run a
Director duties.
yeah, he wants him to run a replay, but he can't do it until we finish the race. And there's the race, I think. Nope, there's one more coming here.
And it's good to see that regardless of where everybody finishes, there's no give up. Everybody,
no.
you know, the object
Let me
here
tell you
is
the thing
to
about
finish a race.
Let me tell you about track, Mike. You and I can run every day, and because of your build, you're going to probably beat me, but I can beat me. If I run faster today than I ran yesterday, then I won.
And they call it personal best.
Right. PR, personal best.
Personal best, right. And I know that's something that coaches would always tell me when I used to be a sports reporter for the newspapers is, you know, we don't know where we're going to finish. We may finish in the top 3, may finish in the top 10, but and it goes with swimming. I know coaches in swimming tell me the same thing, but their goal is to prepare themselves for district and try to beat their personal best record and set themselves up for, you know, the big one, which is a district meet in a few weeks.
Well, if I set my mind on beating you, I'm causing all kinds of stress on myself and stuff. But if I focus on beating me, I might have a chance to beat you.
In the long run.
In the long run. The lane assignments for the girls 4x400 meter or 1600 meter relay. And we're officially calling this the Jimmy Platt 1600 meter relay. Lane 1, Progresso. Lane 2, Mercedes. Lane 3, Weslaco East. Lane 4, Weslaco, fastest qualifier at 4:03. Lane 5, Ed Couch-Elsa. Lane 6, Donna. Lane 7, Donna North. And in Lane 8, Harlingen. This will be the last race today, run by the girls division. Your girls division winner is going to be Coach Pablo Almaguer and the girls from Weslaco. They have the fastest qualifying time in the 4x4. Runners expected to run for Weslaco: Victoria Wynn, Eleanor Arndt, Lisa Marie Sanchez, and Amity Ebarb. So here we go. And the 4x4.
As we mentioned, we know Weslaco High is the winner for the girls division tonight. Again, even though they're participating in this race, do you think perhaps Coach Almaguer had a pep talk with his young ladies and tell them, hey, regardless, we won the meet, I still want you guys to go out there and...
Well, once again, Coach Almaguer is the kind of guy that he wants this team. What did they run, Mike? 4:03? Now, if they were to take second and run 4 minutes flat, guess what? He'd be really happy.
He'd be really happy, huh?
Why? That's 3 seconds better than they've ever run.
Right.
If they run 4:20 and win first, he's probably not quite as happy. Why? Because we've run way better than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So his expectation is, regardless of the place,
how am I going to get to regionals if I don't beat us? Because if I can get that time maybe to 3:56, 3:57, that might do something in a regional and maybe move us on the state. That kind of deal. That's how you have to think.
Psychologically.
You're pleased to win the meet. You're
Sure.
pleased to win the race. But when you sit down with a kid, you go, okay, why were we 3 seconds slower this week?
Right.
Were we tired because it was all in one day? Was it too windy? What, was somebody hurt a little bit? Did I run a different girl? Do I need to change the order? You don't win like he wins if you don't think these things through. How much do you run Eleanor every week? You know, there's only so many jumps, so many runs that a person has in their legs. Maybe in the next track meet, she doesn't do as many events, or maybe he tries her in something different. Maybe there's another girl I can run in this race instead of her. All those things come into play.
And an athlete coach like Eleanor Arndt competes in like 5 events.
Right.
And so it does take a toll on you.
How many times can you do that? You
Absolutely.
know, maybe you don't long jump one meet, or maybe I rest her in a mile relay and try somebody else. You know, that kind of deal. Looks like they got a clean start. And look at Westlaco in the middle of the track, Mike.
Yeah, look at them go.
And that should be, I think it's Win.
Victoria Win.
Yeah, I believe that's Win right there.
But it looks like somebody out there is making a move.
Maybe Donna.
In the pink shoes there.
Yeah, maybe
looks like
Donna.
it's Donna.
And here on the outside, is that Progresso? Or Harlingen?
It's Harlingen.
It's Harlingen.
Lane number 8 would be Harlingen.
Yeah.
And Harlingen's actually about to take the lead here.
Well, you've got a little bit of a stagger built in.
Well, that's true.
So
the stagger does make a difference.
Let's check out the handoff. And Westlaco got it first. And there's Eleanor. That's where you win the race right there. They're running, Harlingen is running the young lady that won at Tulloch. What'd she win, the 300 hurdles?
The hurdles, yes.
So you know she's strong enough to run a good 400 meters, because 300 meters over hurdles is pretty taxing. But look at how much Eleanor, what's she about 20 meters right now ahead?
About 10, 15 yards in football terms.
Okay, so 15 meters or so. She's at the 150. Looks like Eleanor will hand off to Lisa Marie Sanchez. Tulloch will hand off to Tanisha Wiley. And you know, this is a little bit of gamesmanship too, Mike, because Harlingen South are in District 32 6A. So Westlaco and the Harlingens are saying, okay, we can't beat them in this race, or maybe I need to put somebody different in this race if we're going to hang with Westlaco in that race, or East is going to beat us in this race, or whatever. There's a little bit of gamesmanship that goes on. If you know that there aren't very many hurdlers, I need to put 3 hurdlers in, you know, that kind of deal. So look how smooth she is there out in front. Okay, she's opened up more of a lead. Let's go when that girl's at the 50. She's at the 15, 35 meter, 35-yard lead. And this, again, should be Lisa Marie Sanchez. And she'll hand off to Ebarb. Amity Ebarb.
And for Westlaco High coach, this will be their 3rd meet of the season that they've won.
You know, and that's good. Again, I talked to Coach Almaguer about that, and I know Coach Platt was the same way. It's nice to win those meets during the year, but those don't mean anything. Those are like scrimmages. The only one that matters is district.
Yeah, it's a preparation for district, absolutely.
And here comes Miss Ebarb with the anchor leg here in the Jimmy Platt Mid-Valley Classic 1,600-meter relay. Or for us older guys, the mile relay. We know 1,500 is closer to the mile, but back in our day, it was a 440, 1660.
Wow.
Because it was a yard track, it wasn't a meter track. She got such a lead, she can cut her motor a little bit. Actually, she's fading just a hair, but there's nobody pushing her. She's close to 100 meters ahead right now, Mike. I mean, see,
the separation is very lengthy. That the runner in last place is actually in the other side.
Almost 200 meters
right
ahead of last. But where's second place? Right here.
That'd be Harlingen, I believe.
And she just crossed, so about 65 meters she won by. Nice job, Westlaco. It'd be interesting to see what their time is. You know, their time's going to be deceptive because there was nobody pushing. Since Eleanor on, they were so far ahead, nobody was pushing them. So that's going to be interesting to see what that time works out to. Once again, want to thank everybody for watching K-West Facebook page live. Once again, say hello and thank you, and hope everything's good to Coach Jimmy Platt in the Woodlands, Texas tonight, watching us on the internet. And everybody else watching, stay tuned. We got baseball, softball, and Meet of Champs coming up on K-West. And there's the winners. The young ladies from Weslaco in the 4x16, and there's the winning coach, Coach Pablo Almaguer, giving the thumbs up to his team and some of the other runners in the race. Here comes the rest of the team. And here she is, the anchor leg. Done a nice job tonight, Mike, anchoring Amity Ebarb. I'm not sure what classification she is, but very strong striding, good running young lady here.
Yeah, the relay teams is, as you can see her falling down there. But yeah, Coach Almaguer was very high on his relay teams. His relay teams the past years have done a tremendous job here. And, you know, that's why they win a lot of meets.
406, okay? So he'll have something to pick at, Mike. They came in with a 403 and they ran 406. So you know, okay, we won the meet, but we got worse than the mile relay. Here are the lane assignments, and Coach Almaguer and the Lady Panthers for first. Here we go, lane assignments. Heat 1 of the boys, 4x4 relay. Lane 3, Progresso. Lane 4, Donna. Lane 5, Harlingen South. And lane 6, Harlingen. There will be a second heat. So we can't give you the results until the second heat runs. But once again, Progresso, Donna, Harlingen South, Harlingen. So help me out here on the camera tonight. We got Vinny Berry. On the camera tonight, we've got Gal Zamora.
We got Amadeo.
Amadeo Briones on the camera. Upstairs, we have Joe Leal on the audio.
We got Darlene Gracia.
On the graphics and running the whole thing up there, really. And then you've got
Don Ramirez.
Don Ramirez over there. He's still got hair, so he hasn't pulled it all out yet tonight. So good job, everybody up there, everybody helping out. Mike Gonzalez, it's awesome working with you and getting to hang out and talk sports, man.
Absolutely. This is what we do, Coach. Even when we don't have the mics on, that's all we talk about, Coach.
And
at every level, high school, college,
and we'd like
pro.
to thank Carlos Robledo, the director, along with welcoming Mike Palacios, and Dr. Priscilla Canales, the school board, Big O, Oscar Riojas, the athletic director, along with Miss Yvette Morales.
And how about a shout out, Coach, to the staff
that
gave us the results.
Yeah,
yes.
They run everything on the computer. Hand off there to Harlingen South. Miss Yvette Morales, Dr. Raul Cantu at Wesco East, Mike Burgett, the athletic coordinator at Weslaco East, and Wesco High athletic coordinator Eddie Cerna and
Michael Salinas.
Oh, I'm sorry. They did change that, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, sorry, guys.
That's
Coach
okay.
Salinas, athletic coordinator. Hey, congratulations to everybody involved in this. It takes a village to run a track meet.
It really does, Coach. And the thing that people need to understand is that we provide the results and we give you the play-by-play, and everybody sees what's going on. But it does take a team effort, and the results that we get, I think our viewers learn, is we get them within seconds. A lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
And
fully automatic kind.
Right.
All computerized. Groundbreaking for the Rio Grande Valley. It's outstanding. I know other school districts can do it now. Looks like Donna, Harlingen South here. And the Heat 1 of the boys 1,600-meter relay. Here comes Harlingen South moving into second, Mike. And looks like he's going to try to stretch his way to first, and he does. But it's such a joy. You know, we're here to highlight WISD. There's no doubt about it. But we want to do the best we can for everybody in this track meet. We're trying to highlight everybody we can. I don't think young people get told enough that nice job.
Absolutely, Coach.
Something that we try to do.
And it was great to see or to use our brand new track.
Oh, yeah.
that we
We said
installed
how
last year.
good the field was.
Sure.
The track is awesome. I got
Right.
to walk on it a little bit today. Feels way. I remember the original track here.
It was black.
It was black and it
Yes.
wasn't real comfortable. Coach Platt found a track that was good for practice, wasn't great for meets. But you were talking about limited amounts of money when you're creating a stadium where there was none. And through the years, it is upgraded. The original home-sided bleachers are on the other side now.
Wow.
And this press box we're standing in, pretty much state-of-the-art. You and I have been in pretty much every
yes.
press box in the Valley now, and there's no comparison.
There's no comparison, Coach. We are the best here, and we're proud of it.
And here we come. Harlingen takes the lead right here at the end. The runner for Harlingen, I believe, is Roel Renteria, but I'm not positive. He's supposed to be the anchor, but Harlingen South holds on, and that should be Ryan Pena. So the winner of Heat 1, Harlingen South, followed by Harlingen, Donna, and here comes Progresso. And our last and final heat, Mike, our last race of the day. Oh, there's the replay of that inner-city Bird Bowl battle here in the boys 1,600-meter relay. Look at that.
Harlingen well represented, Coach, this afternoon and tonight. Harlingen South, just a tremendous job. I was very impressed with their team overall, what they have, and showed why they're among the best here in the Valley.
So let's look at Heat 2, Mike. In Lane 2, Donna North. Lane 3, Ed Couch Elsa. Lane 4, your fastest qualifier, Westlaco East. Lane 5, Westlaco. And in Lane 6, Mercedes. Now, we just had a Bird Bowl battle. Now we're going to have a water tower battle.
Sure. Tinaco.
I can't say that word. I'm not even going to try to say it.
Tinaco. But you may be right, Coach.
He's
it may
loco.
come down to
He's loco? Is that how you say it? He's loco?
East Loco.
No. How about West Loco?
West Loco, yeah.
There you go.
There we go. That one's pretty common around here. But
Now, you see a number of athletes. Richard Olzak from Other Sports, John Zapata, the great pole vaulter who set a record here today, running for Luis Sanchez and Juan Sanchez, Derek Ibarra, Leo Alvarado, Joel Alanis, Hector Munoz for Muniz from Westco East. Ed Calchelsa has the De Los Santos brothers, I'm imagining, Jera and Jeremiah, running on their squad today. I want the last shout out. He's probably watching online. Our old buddy Terry Byler. Hope you're
Terry,
doing well,
yes.
Terry, and watching the Jimmy Platt Classic. You and Jimmy Platt are two of a kind. Let's put it that way, and we miss both of you.
yeah, so when you think of Terry Vitler, he's the voice of K-West Sports. Did for so many years, and
Often imitated, never duplicated.
Exactly. Educator here for so many years as well, and he loved the Panthers and he loved the Wildcats, and we hope he's doing well.
So Mike's got the result of the boys' 1,600-meter run and the team scores. Let's see if we can hit that.
All right, Coach. In sixth place was Julian Fuentes out of Mercedes. In fifth place was Fernando Escobar out of Harlingen. In fourth place was Antonio Sanchez out of Wesco High. In third place is Edward Ramos out of Harlingen. In second place is Art Benavides out of Harlingen. And your first place winner with a time of 4:31.39 was Dominic Cavazos out of Mercedes.
Let's get a start here, and then we'll go to the team points. Got a clean start, Mike? Here we go.
Okay, Coach. The team rankings after 19 events, we have in fifth place Mercedes with 96 points. In fourth place is Westlaco East with 98 points. In third place is Westlaco High with 109 points. In second place is Harlingen High with 111.50. And in first place is Harlingen South with 133 points, Coach.
So Harlingen South has pretty much solidified the win here, I believe. Westco East out to an early lead here in the 1,600-meter relay. I see Mercedes and I see Westlaco. I do not see Ed Calchelsa. So there's been some scratches. That should be Leo Alvarado handing off to Joel Alanis in the Jimmy Platt 1,600-meter relay. Guys, what an honor it's been to bring this track meet to you today. To honor our buddy, the originator of track excellence in Weslaco, Jimmy Platt. I'd like to thank him for his contribution to WISD, and the legacy he left behind is embodied no better than anybody here than Pablo Almaguer. I'm going to throw Tom Owens in there too.
Absolutely, well deserved.
Tom Owens worked with him, Pablo worked with him, and ran for him. So, outstanding job, everybody. And that's Richard Olzak for Weslaco trying to get them back in the race. Alanis will hand off to Derek Ibarra. Derek got clipped in the 4x2. I'm sure he doesn't want that to happen again. And I believe Olzak is handing off to Juan Sanchez. Derek Ibarra with, gosh, quite a lead there, Mike. Over 50 yards over second place Weslaco. You know, though, not enough teams are running. One place is 4 points in a relay. When you look at the team points, Weslaco East would go 20 points, and that would take them to 118. Second place would be 16. That would take Weslaco to 125. That would move them into second, Weslaco East into third, and Harlingen into fourth. Looks like Harlingen South will be your winner of the 2018 Jimmy Platt Classic. The Acre Leg, Hector Muniz for Weslaco East, and for Weslaco High, Luis Sanchez on the chase. But nice smooth run here by the Wildcats from Weslaco East. Looks like he's going to win it going away. They had a reported time of 3:28.94. Let's see if they're anywhere near that, Mike. 3:28.94. 26, 27. You know what? They beat it, didn't they?
Yeah, it looked like.
So Coach Owens is going to be happy. Maybe we didn't do as well as the team overall in the track meet as we would like to, but
it's a momentum builder.
That last race, we ran with a lot of heart, and with nobody pushing us, we were an easy first in that race. So as soon as we get those results, we'll let you know what they are. We can let you know ahead of time that looks like the winners of this track meet will be the girls from Weslaco and the boys from Harlingen South. But let's get that official and the official times and places here for this last race. But Mike, any last thoughts? Anything going on that we?
Well, I mean, I just think the coaches for Weslaco ISD should be pretty happy. As we mentioned, with Coach Amarguer winning another track meet. I know he wanted to build off of this. He was hoping that they'd come out clean without any injuries, and that did happen. We hope we give the best to Ethan Alvarado for Weslaco High. I hope he recovers and is able to come back soon and help the boys out. And as you mentioned, the Weslaco East teams, I think, also did very well. I thought the boys ended in a great note, and I think Coach Davis for the girls division should be happy, Coach. And let's read out the final results here for the boys 4x400 meter relay. Fifth place was Weslaco High. Fourth place was Donna High. Third place was Harlingen High. Second place, Harlingen South. And first place winners with a time of 3:27.69 is Weslaco East.
So let's recap the boys division point totals after the complete track meet. In ninth place, Donna North had 8.5 points. In eighth place, Progresso had 10, Mike. Ed Calcelsa in 7th with 30 points. And 6th, Donna had 34. And 5th, Mercedes had 96. In 4th place with 113 points, Weslaco, on the strength of the mile 1600 meter relay, Wesco East moves into 3rd with 118 points, but the Bird Bowl dominates. In 2nd place, Harlingen has 123.5 points, and your winner of the 2018 Mid-Valley Jimmy Platt Classic, the team from Harlingen South, with 149 points. So that will be about it, coming to you from Bobby Lackey Stadium and K-West. Coach John Boswell, Mike Gonzalez. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.